myself in a lion's den. I'll jump right in and pull my pin and go with you. I'll 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 go with you. My God, I'll go with you. Yeah. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. No, you don't need to run. Stay with me. My love, you don't need to run.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Wednesday, my dudes. Good morning. Good morning, Steve.
Oh, hi.
Good morning, Stormy. That's you. That's you, the listener out there. How's everybody feeling? Everybody down? All right, here we go. We're going to kick this thing off. Doing it till 10. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Gosh, I did not sleep very much last night. I think I might have gotten an hour of sleep. Just tossing and turning, couldn't get comfortable. Oh, yeah. Here we go. I'm going to hit a wall here and probably, well, it could happen at any moment.
All right.
I
I'm
feel
with
good.
you, man. I'm with you.
Just did a 5-hour energy. Here we go.
We got a good day, man. It is Wednesday, my dude. We're already halfway through the week.
I know. If I ever get a contract at another radio station, I'm going to make sure I get Mondays off. I'm going to get a Lyft and Uber ride
Oh,
from home to work and from work to home. It's going to be in my contract, you see?
Yeah.
How cool
like
would
that.
that be, right? If
Well,
your
yeah,
work
you had a
gave
driver, basically.
Yeah, I heard that, I don't know if it's one of the cell companies, one of the T-Mobile or somebody here in town. They'll get a lot of the employees Uber and Lyft rides
See, that's
to
cool.
work, but then they have to figure out a way to get home.
Oh, they don't give you a ride back home?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, but you get the work for free, but then a lot of them, I guess, carpool home.
okay.
Yeah, how would you like
Why
that in
can't
the
you
contract?
Why can't you just drive?
Yeah, who wants to be? You know what?
We can
I want to be
move
chauffeured around, dude.
Well, we can move to a big city. I happen to know that my friends who live in a larger city, rhymes with New York, that's part of their job. Like, they get a stipend or whatever to transport them to their job.
What a perk!
So they get, like, basically their Metro card paid for.
I love that. That's
I mean,
cool.
they still have to walk to the subway.
See, if you get somebody to
that too
carry
much?
you, that'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool. You know? I don't want to walk. Or maybe an electric scooter or an
I wouldn't
electric
even
wheelchair.
own a car. I wouldn't even own a car.
Nah, if you lived in the city like that,
yeah,
heck no,
and they're
man.
paying your, like, Metro
Yeah.
card?
I honestly,
I'd be so fit.
If I had the perk, even if I lived here in Albuquerque, and in my contract it said you get an Uber ride from your house to work and from work back to your house every day,
Yeah.
I'd probably get rid of my car.
Yeah,
You know?
for real. Think about that.
Right? How cool would that be? You don't have to worry about gas. You don't have to worry
Insurance,
about your
car
breaking
payment.
down.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Man.
Let's move.
Let's get a contract
Let's
somewhere.
go. We could just wait for Albuquerque to finally get those bus things, and then we'll see if they'll chip in to get us, bus passes. I know. I cringe.
I mean, it'd create a lot of great material for the show.
It really would. I've thought about it. If the bus ran this early in the morning, it'd be good radio.
Yeah, have you ever taken the time to jump on the bus?
No.
Yeah, first off, you got to wait for the bus.
Right.
So I was
And
like,
then it
oh
takes
my
a
God.
route. Like, you're never guaranteed to just get to work.
Then there's always the person in the wheelchair that takes forever to get on the bus, and you're sitting there. If you're late to work, it's like, gosh, man. See, no way.
Oh, man.
Hey, I'm just trying to be honest.
Like, I'm just slowing it down in my brain and realizing how pretentious we sound.
There's no way I'd take the bus. I want an Uber or Lyft ride to work.
I want
and
a
back.
human to serve
Yes,
me.
that's right. You know?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Our job is important.
Yeah.
We are changing lives.
Yeah, I was thinking
we're
of,
basically like surgeons.
I was thinking about when you talked about Apple and their big announcement and everything. It's like, gosh, how lame is Apple?
What?
Think about it when Steve Jobs was alive. Think about how we were all just gathered around the computer waiting for the announcement. Oh my gosh, they're going to release a new iPhone. They're going to release a new update. What's going to happen? We're all freaking out. And then Apple, like 10 years later, Steve Jobs dead. And then you got this guy, Tim Cook, and they announced the streaming service. Really? A streaming service? I was very disappointed in that.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to announce like at least teleportation or something.
That'd be
you
cool.
know? Why it's 2019? Why can't I teleport from my bedroom to work? Where's teleportation?
Yeah, that's not there yet. Hey, I'm getting us a job.
You are?
Yeah, I remember the Stormy chimed in on the live line. P&M actually pays up to half of your Rail Runner pass.
Oh.
What?
What?
Rail Runner pass.
We can't take the rail runner to work.
Why not?
Well, what does it run this way?
No, we got to work for P&M. We got to quit this job.
we got to quit the job.
Yeah, we got to quit this job.
Well, I don't really want to quit my radio job unless I have another radio job to go to.
Well, if we're stuck on a Rail Runner for a while, we'll do a podcast on the Rail Runner
Okay.
on our way to work.
Here's a question. Do I get free power?
I don't
like
think
free
that's how it
utilities
works.
if I
I don't
work
think-
for P&M?
If I say yes, will you go work at P&M with me?
Yeah, but I don't even pay the utilities. So it doesn't even matter. Darn it.
Man.
See, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
man, that Uber from home to work and back that might be the best perk you could probably get.
Yeah.
Does anybody
Way
have
of the
that?
future. Yeah, they're called super rich people who have drivers. Like, it's not you're basically talking about a chauffeur at this point.
Yeah.
But you just want
I want my work to pay for it.
work to pay for a random human.
They could
Every day.
They could hire a random human, just one person that picks me up every day, which would be kind of cool.
That would be.
But I would want in the contract that I get to pick my driver because I don't want to get stuck with some, bozo that I don't like. I wanted somebody that's really cool that I can hang out with from,
This is basically the producer we want, right?
Yeah.
This is the job we want to have hired.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, people, keep it locked to Star88.fm if you are interested in a career in radio. Because
I'm leaving.
I hear
guys.
tell that there may or may not be something opening up.
I might be leaving.
No, you're not leaving. Shut up.
I'm
We're
serious, Steve.
gonna get that person we finally wanted.
As soon as I find that job that has that perk, I'm out. Telling you, someone's gonna hit me up. I can't believe it. Nobody came to the radio station to pick me up to take me on a trip.
I know, right?
I was all telling everybody somebody needs to come and bang on the window, and I'll leave. I'll go.
Yeah,
Saw the Myers. They made it to San Diego yesterday,
which is cool.
and then they apparently they have to drive back today. It's like what?
Drive?
Yeah, they couldn't get to somehow. I don't know what happened, but they couldn't get on a plane back.
Pass.
I think it's probably they're doing the buddy pass thing because Nick she works.
Oh, yeah.
She works for the airline. So that buddy pass is
See, that's why I would never do anything like that. People have buddy passes that have offered, like, dude, if you want to, and I'm like,
I don't know if it's
want
not
to
worth
what?
it.
Sit in an airport for 12 hours and potentially get on an airplane? Nah.
It's not worth it, especially if you are leaving or on a Friday or the weekend. Yeah, you're not going to get on a plane. You're going to spend a lot of time in the airport. Yep.
Dude.
I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it.
Somebody said, speaking of transportation, did you hear that they're putting Wi-Fi on school buses now?
Are you kidding me?
I want to
Wi-Fi on school buses?
Yeah. This is a real story.
Enable those kids.
Wi-Fi equipped school buses helping students get online. I hate everything about this.
Okay, well.
Man, back in my day,
We didn't have Wi-Fi.
we're becoming those people. Oh, man.
Good morning, Starmy.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Man,
I'm
speaking of old,
I'm all right.
did you hear what we just said? Did you hear what we just said? They are now.
You said a couple of things.
Google is now getting Wi-Fi connected school buses.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
No, you're supposed to be the old man who's angry because when you were riding the school bus, all we had were jacks and the bully, and you hoped you didn't get hit by him.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember riding the school bus in college. It was pretty crazy how often I got picked on.
Yeah.
In
college. Huh? You're in college now. You're 54.
It was the elementary
You're in
school bus. You're like, hey man, I don't have a car. Can I just hitch a ride until stop 3?
Hey,
Yeah,
Matt.
that's what I do now. The kids don't seem to mind. I'm the old man again on the bus.
That's all right. Hey, Matt, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How would you like to be my personal driver? You pick me up every morning. You take me to work. You hang out and you just wait in the car until I'm done with the show, and then you take me home.
That'd be awesome if I was from Planet Stupid. I'd totally take that.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
I just want to encourage you guys. You sound awesome this morning. I love listening to you. Number one.
Thank you.
Number two, Steve-O, you just mentioned, and I found this actually very interesting. You had mentioned a couple minutes ago that, basically you're encouraging somebody if they were looking for a career in radio to give you a call. I wanted to contradict that and tell everybody listening, absolutely don't have a career in radio.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because
Yeah,
look at
don't do
him.
that.
Look at Matt.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
But when you've got it.
Yeah, but you were an alcoholic back then. Let's just be real, right?
That's true. Well, I
that's why
wasn't
you
an
didn't
alcoholic
laugh.
for my entire almost 30 years in radio.
Yeah, but the last 15
Wait,
years,
what is the
you
moral
were.
of the story here?
Yeah.
Why not radio? Brody thinks he's going to take over the Morning Invasion someday when he's a grown-up. I think he's going to be bigger than that, but yeah.
Oh, well, that's different. I mean, he could take it and run with it, but as a majority rule, nah, don't get into radio.
Yeah.
You'll just starve to death.
Don't
and be
follow your
bored.
dreams.
No, man, I'm actually living the life.
Yeah.
You know,
we're about to get a driver.
Yeah. Gosh, I make a ton of money.
Yeah, a ton.
I get someone that picks me up every morning, takes me to work, and then takes me home.
Oh man, it's so
you know?
great.
I got
Yeah.
people that cook me dinner every night.
That's because he still lives at home. That's different. It's a little different.
I get to watch a lot of TV. I get to just kind of crawl into bed whenever I want when I'm done with the radio show.
Gosh, this sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
I'm moving in with you.
Radio's it's never been better for me. That's a complete
Well,
lie.
that's awesome, man. And to be honest with you, I got to go, but I just want to say I'd like to put my name in the hat to be your driver. And I'm totally serious.
No.
Okay.
No, you're not qualified.
For the 4 hours here, you just stay here, and then you can produce the show. Could you imagine?
Cool. Then you and I,
Yes.
Steve, can just hang out and talk.
Okay.
Oh, my
I'm down.
gosh. That's what I
All
would.
right. Okay. Bye.
Perfect. Could you imagine?
Yeah, but, Matt's work ethic is terrible. And he's late all the time.
Also true. Fine.
The last thing I want to do
I
is
just want a
wait around.
producer that feeds us all of our content so we don't even have to do that.
I want an earpiece where somebody is in another room and they're telling me what to say. and
You
I
would
say
hate-
it.
You would.
No, I want that now.
You would hate.
I'm at
this
that point in my
life.
career. I want that life.
Oh man, how about this? We've had a bunch of people email in, like seniors in high school who are wanting to do like, the like whole intern thing or whatever.
They want to be our driver?
No, they'll be our producer, and we'll let them for one day just tell us what to say. And you,
high
by the
school
end of the
kid?
day, you would lose it.
A high school kid?
You would hate it. You would hate it. I don't think you could do it.
We definitely should try a high school kid out and a grown adult.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And see which one works out.
Okay.
We could do a teenager, somebody in their 20s, somebody there in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
I'd be curious to know like the content that they would feed us.
Yeah, anything they
like
want.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
And like what would be important to them?
Even if it's inappropriate, we have to somehow
Find
make
a way
it appropriate.
to make it appropriate.
Exactly. Gosh, I don't want this conversation to end. I'm having a good time talking about the future of our career, teleportation. You know?
You know what I want? Because there are some good perks in radio, but apparently not as many perks as if you were an actor, say on a television series on Fox called Empire. I am still dumbfounded by the fact that Jussie Smollett, all the charges were dropped.
Yeah,
Is
I
anybody
don't
else still
understand.
like
That's
thinking
so
about
weird.
this?
I don't get it. Is there any other details that have come out? I don't get it. I can't wrap my head around it.
People are losing their minds, like including Chicago prosecutors and like everybody. The Chicago prosecutors obviously were the first ones to lose their mind because yesterday they dropped all charges on actor Jussie Smollett, and in turn, the city's police superintendent and the mayor said this is a whitewash of justice. Yeah, the mayor, dude.
Yeah, it
Rahm
sounds like
Emanuel,
our
dude,
court system here in
he
Albuquerque.
He lost
Really?
it. And I'm going, yeah, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah,
This is crazy.
I don't get it either, man. It doesn't make
So-
any sense.
Oh, look, everybody's chiming in. Thank you. Carl, Jarrett, Casey, Trish. Everybody's still bothered by it.
Yep.
It just didn't make sense, especially in, it made national headlines. It was crazy. Everybody was up in arms at first because this was like, oh my gosh, a black man in 2019 was lynched and this is insanity. And then all of a sudden you find out he like faked it. And then everybody was angry oppositely. And then all of a sudden yesterday, Chicago's like, nah, man, we're just going to let this one slide. Yeah.
Do you think because it's in Chicago and there's so much
Yes.
crime and murder,
Yes.
I mean, that the court system is probably just, and even the jails are probably just overpopulated. So
Yeah.
maybe they're just looking at those cases and going, listen, let's
Tim says
drop it.
he didn't get his bail back. He did community service. They sealed the records so they can't be public. Something is really sketch about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people are reminding us that there are still federal charges pending, so the FBI is still investigating. So it doesn't necessarily mean he's out of the woods yet. But, man, Chicago, if you've ever wanted to shine a spotlight on the fact that the justice system is corrupt there and you cray-cray, this was a good way to go about it.
Mm-hmm.
Good way. Martial law!
Guys, we gotta go to break. Good morning. Good morning. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Wednesday, my dudes, and we'll be right back. Hey, we're live on YouTube if you want to hang out and watch the show. Star 88 FM. Hang out.
Here's Skip Heitzig with a word about Calvary College.
I'm thrilled to invite you to take your life's purpose to a whole new level with a degree in biblical studies from Calvary College. We have retooled our School of Ministry into an associate degree program, and it all happens right here on campus. Calvary College instructors are theologians who are passionate about the text of the Bible. And our curriculum trains students to study the Bible academically, think about it critically, and serve God practically. Classes are evening only, and you have the option to attend full or part-time. If you've always wanted to learn more about God and His Word in an academic environment, visit calvaryabq.com. College. Applications for the upcoming academic year are due by August 16th.
Get more information about Calvary College at calvaryabq.college. That's calvaryabq.college.
A Star 88 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
Here and now is going to be over in a matter of minutes compared to the trillions of years in eternity. If we took a line and stretched a rope from California to Tokyo, and that represented all of eternity as a span of line, your life on Earth would be less than one little teeny tiny millimeter. It's nothing. The Bible calls it a shadow. The Bible calls it a breath of air, a moment in time. We act like this is all there is. Well, you only go around once in life. You better go it with gusto. It's true. You only go around once in this life, but this is not the end of your life. God has long-range plans for you. You were made to last forever. God made you to last forever, not just for 100 years.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
Sometimes it's hard to breathe. All these thoughts are shouting me, try to bring me to my knees, and it's overwhelming. Darkness echoes all around. Feels like everything is crashing down. Still I know where my hope is found, and it's only you and ooh. You say you're working everything for my good, and ooh, I believe every word. 'Cause even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. And even in the madness, there is peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh, tune my heart to your beat. Let me be your melody, even when I cannot see. But you're orchestrated, even when the dark surrounds. You'll never let me drown. I know that my hope is found in the name of Jesus. Ooh, you say you're working everything for my good, and ooh, I believe every word. 'Cause even in the madness, there's peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. And even in the madness, there's peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh.
Yeah, I wanna truly know if you compose beautiful music, though. From all my unruly notes, the distance is distant, it's moving close. Now I see, erase the scales from my eyes, then play the scale of my life. Chaos played off with a chord and a chord with a source preventing through strife. And I've tasted suffering, I've been embraced by the painful buffering. I've been bound by doubt so loud right now, but a melody is made when you play these rusty keys. So we all gotta get pressed, tuned up like instruments. But I know all of life's tempo is set whenever we remember this.
Even in the madness, there's peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. And even in the madness, there's peace, drowning out the voices all around me. Through all of this chaos, you are writing a symphony, a symphony. Oh, 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 oh.
Switch. I'm gonna check out some more stuff from that.
Dude, they're dope,
that
man.
band, Switch. That's a good song.
That's like the youth group from Life Church. No joke.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous when I find a song that I like. I'm nervous to go and check out the rest of their music because I don't want to be disappointed.
You're
anymore
like,
in my
this
life.
isn't lame, and then
I just don't want to be disappointed anymore in my life. You know, just so much disappointment.
Yeah, it's
You
hard.
know?
It's a hard life, man.
I want to enjoy all of it, like the Scott Stapp single yesterday.
No,
I
don't
probably
you do
won't
it.
listen anymore of that. That's a great song right there.
Woo!
It is 6:32.
High today of 75 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ooh, yeah, I like this one. That's right, everybody. It's a beautiful Wednesday. Good morning, everybody. Just cruising through another week here. Gonna be teleporting to a location coming up. Here we go.
Science coming and it's ringing in the new year. Dex is flying with his boots, yeah, it's new gear. Gonna go around the world in a day. We got technology and it's going away. 'Cause we gone back to the caveman days, where we're killing each other for food. We'll be the first to die 'cause we're babies. We got no real life experience.
He's
What?
not stopping.
I'm not.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's sad. We die early in that world.
Yeah, man.
Technology advances so rapidly that the robots take over. Next thing you know, we're killing each other. For our ribs.
Yeah, well.
Ribs are good, man. You can't find ribs anymore.
Wait, you
And
can't
people-
wait.
You
You can't find ribs.
No, all the animals died out. Yeah, so...
Are
if
they
you wanna
created in
enjoy-
laboratories?
If you want to
then?
enjoy a good set of ribs, you gotta kill somebody.
Okay. Has anybody tried the?
My post-apocalyptic future is dark.
Has anybody tried the genetically modified meat?
No.
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 I want to try that. You know?
Genetically modified meat.
It's beef and pork,
Nah,
but it's
man.
all created in a lab. That
Gosh, that
no
sounds disgusting.
animals were harmed. And
That's how the zombie apocalypse starts, man.
What? How did that? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you said zombie apocalypse?
No.
Steve-O said that. And I looked at the YouTube screen, and
there was a
Bryant subscribed, and then a zombie.
Zombie doing the Roger Rabbit.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Bryant, thanks for subscribing, dude. Love you, man. Santa Fe, what's up?
Yeah.
Anyways, good morning. Welcome to the show. Let's see. I got some stuff coming up, but I know you found something that you wanted to talk about. Something about a tweet.
Oh, dude.
Meghan Michael, who?
No!
Meghan Murphy?
You can't ruin it!
Oh.
At some point in the show, randomly, I'm just going to throw a phrase at you.
Oh. The phrase that pays?
Yes, it's the phrase that pays. And if you're caller number 7, when you hear the phrase that pays, we've got a copy of Samson on DVD. We're out. Okay, we're out. No more copies.
Oh, we just got a new shipment in, guys. Can you imagine all of a sudden we're like, beep, 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 and they just unload?
That Samson DVD is just flying off the shelves at Star 88.
Yeah, right? Hey, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Hey, you know what? Since you're talking about the Samson video, I watched The Hulk last night. And,
like the Incredible Hulk?
I got to give it The Incredible Hulk. You know, the one that came out the same time Iron Man did.
Okay, Ed Norton.
So I'm slowly going through before Endgame.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I got to give Ed Norton credit.
Yep.
I mean, his ability to play Mark Ruffalo and then play the Hulk in later movies.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Come on. No,
I'm telling you, he even changed his facial structure to play that other actor.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, love you, bye.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. Man, I haven't heard that in a while. Good morning, good morning.
Since we're talking Bill Peterson, and he always reminds me of politics, I'm just going to share the story.
All right, go ahead.
Meghan McCain!
John McCain's daughter?
That's right. She's the co-host of The View.
No kidding?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
I need to watch.
This is the best. She created basically an instant sensation yesterday when she tweeted a friend. Her friend, conservative commentator Denise McAllister, who shared an article slamming Meghan's show. She shared this article and it said, "Can someone explain to me the purpose of The View? It seems to me to be a roundtable of delusional mental midgets ricocheting ignorance and lack of emotional regulation."
Oh, gosh.
Meghan McCain tweeted a response, and her response was, "You were at my wedding, Denise."
Oh.
And now that's basically the response we say to anyone ever, all time, when they say something stupid or antagonistic.
That's
Forever and
really?
a day.
That's all she put?
This is how it works. Watch. Say something lame to me.
You're so ridiculous with your stupid safety goggles. I mean, we are doing a radio show. We don't do carpentry, Steve-O. We're not using saws, okay?
Hey, you were at my wedding, Denise.
You shut me down so
hard.
hard.
Thank you, Meghan McCain.
I didn't even know how to respond.
Now, I will say that Denise clarified that the post was not intended to be about Meghan herself because it was more about, the liberal side of The View. But now, "You were at my wedding, Denise" is basically the new response to every person who needs a good response to somebody who's, like, talking trash.
Yeah, well, you were at my wedding. Do you have to put Denise?
Yes.
Or just the name of the person?
No, you were at my wedding, Denise.
Yeah, well, you were at my wedding, Denise.
Yeah, but no emotion, bro. You can't be sad. You're not sad about it. It's like, psh, whatever. You're talking trash? Psh.
Bye, Felicia.
You were at my wedding, Denise.
Is that like the new Bye, Felicia?
Yes. And Meghan McCain is now my hero.
Well, she's a Republican. She loves Fox News.
Yeah. Well, so is Denise. She's a writer for the conservative website The Federalist, which, is published by, McCain's husband? What? Yeah.
Shout out to John McCain. Thank you for your service. Rest in peace, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you've done for this country. He died, right?
Yes.
Okay, just checking.
Yep.
All right.
Somebody said hilarious diss decks. You know what, Starmy member? You were at my wedding, Denise. You make fun of my safety goggles.
You were at my wedding, Denise. Mm-hmm. You know what? You were at my wedding,
The Steve-O and Denise show. J. Marie loves my goggles. Thank you.
I actually do like them. You told me to slam you.
That's
so
true.
I didn't know what else to say.
Dude, these allergies murdering my contacts.
You're
I can't
a
wear
hard person
contacts.
to slam, man.
Thank you.
I was trying to dig up dirt on you, and I'm like, I don't have anything on this guy.
Trish says it's the new Cash Me Outside. How about that? Yeah.
How about that? Cash me outside. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Hey, since you're talking about Meghan McCain, I watched the Hulk last. I got a question for the nerd there. Did the abomination die?
Did we go back in time?
We didn't see him actually die.
That's true.
He's just laying there.
Yeah.
And so he could be a secret weapon in Endgame. Okay, love you, bye.
Okay.
Jeez. Like we went back in time.
Yeah, we did. We did. Way back in time. Way back in time. They also tried to create the leader, who is one of the big, arch nemesis of the Hulk and the Incredible Hulk, and they never did anything about that either. So.
Huh?
Yeah. Huh? Somebody said that new phrase is better than "shut up, racist."
I kind of like
You
that.
were at my wedding, Denise. That's the way to say it. So you're welcome. When somebody tries to throw shade at you, you just clap back with that.
Denise.
And that's basically all you have to do. Thank you, Meghan McCain. Thank you.
Denise.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, guys. We got to take a break. Just a quick one. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM if you'd like to chime in. We were just talking about what was the dude in Chicago? What's the actor's name?
Oh, Jussie Smollett.
Jussie, yeah.
Yeah.
And how, charges got dropped. I found another story about a judge that sentenced a guy for a crime. And just wait to hear what the punishment is. See if the punishment fits the crime when we come back. All right? Also, Feed NM Kids coming around 7:30. We got our friend Holly Slade and Matt joining us. We're going to feed the kids, guys. We're going to tell you all about it coming up at 7:30. All right, I'll be right back. Hang on.
Stephen Furtick makes it come alive in this Star PowerPoint.
This is a moment for you to take a stone out of the Jordan of God's faithfulness in your life and to start to stack your own stones. Many of you already have. This is going to be another stone today. For 12 years, 12 stones, 12 tribes, 12 basketfuls of leftovers we preached about last week, all representing the faithfulness of God. You can't buy that. Are you saying if I give enough in the offering that God will give me? If I put Mercedes on my car, can I expect God to show up on my doorstep Christmas Eve? This is not Santa Claus. We're not sitting on his lap telling him what we want. Out of all that he's given to us and who he is to us, we're given to him. What kind of stones are you going to have in the future? I find that a lot of people who have a little bit have an easier time trusting God with it than those who have a lot.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
All of who you are reaches the darkest parts, lifting the weight and erasing the scars that had a hold on me. Here I am bearing all, tearing down every wall, so amazed by your grace and the way you're still holding me. Whoa. From
Jeremy Cameron. My God. Star 88. It's 6:47 in the a.m.
I did 76.
I'm so funny when I just say the name of an artist.
Yeah.
That Steve-O laughs.
Hilarious.
Nobody's ever laughed like that towards me, and I appreciate that so much.
Thanks, man. I'm working on not laughing.
No, I want you to laugh at everything that I do.
Oh, okay.
It makes me feel really good about myself.
Oh.
Yeah.
Word.
Buck never laughed at me. Baxter never laughed at me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I never had a friend that laughed at me, except you. You're my friend.
I am your friend.
I'm not even going to play the news, because I just want you to laugh.
I know, well, now I can't.
What's going on in the news today?
Jussie Smollett had been indicted on 16 felony charges that he faked a hate crime attack on himself. All charges were dropped.
It's Mr. Smollett who committed this hoax. I'd like nothing more than to just move on with my life.
A Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane had to make an emergency landing.
Reported engine problem.
The president's Justice Department wrote the entire Affordable Health Care Act should be struck down.
Lawyer Michael Avenatti speaks to the charges against him.
Did you try to extort Nike for millions of dollars?
No, and any suggestion is absolutely absurd.
A county in New York declares a state of emergency.
People under the age of 18 who are not vaccinated for measles will not be allowed in public.
The company that makes OxyContin and the family that owns it have now agreed to pay $270 million to Oklahoma.
Mysterious escape at the airport. A prize show dog missing for days.
Authorities found Gail. Now it's only a matter of time before the pooch finally makes her connection.
Man, I really was hoping that there'd be a sweet little pun there at the end. Let's just hope the pooch found the hoot. No. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning. We're live on YouTube if you'd like to go there. At Star 88 FM. Search it while you're there. Go and subscribe to our other show we do. Don't sweat the small stuff. We interview people in a sauna, an infrared sauna. How cool is that? How cool is that?
Yeah.
Season 1 wrapped up. If you guys already subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you. We hit 1 million subscribers yesterday. It was beautiful. We didn't. We hit 1,000. But I always wanted to say, like, can you imagine the day we get to say we hit 1 million subscribers?
1 million.
Pretty sure we won't be here if we hit 1 million subscribers. But I just wanted to say it because, yeah, man, oof. I was looking at Master Ken enter the dojo. You know, he's our friend. He was on one of the episodes of
Yeah,
Don't
he
Sweat the
was.
Small Stuff. And I was like, I want to go see what he's up to as far as subscribers. Because the last time I checked, he had like 250,000 subscribers. Yeah, his show is blowing up.
Yeah.
He's got almost 500,000 subscribers now.
Good on that dude.
It's something like 450, 475 or something.
Love it.
Yeah. Yep.
Gosh.
Can you imagine that? He's got to be making so much dirty YouTube money now, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably gets people to pick him up and take him everywhere. When you're making that kind of dough on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder, I've heard through the grapevine that a lot of the YouTube stars aren't making a whole lot of money anymore on YouTube. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know YouTube changed a bunch of things and they're not happy about it. But I don't know.
Really?
I mean, I did get a giant check from our YouTube show last week. Still haven't taken it to the bank yet.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
What? What?
I did a check?
Yeah.
I didn't get one of those.
Yeah, I asked Jordy if he would go to the bank and get me one of those giant checks.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want a small check. I want a giant check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right.
I'm actually not even going to cash it. I'm going to just frame it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what all really successful millionaires do.
Oh.
It's like their first dollar, they frame it.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. First check, I'm framing it.
Like, how long until you spend that buck?
It's
You know
2
what I
cents,
mean?
all right?
Like-
It's 2 cents.
Okay.
It's 2 cents.
Yeah.
I don't care, though. It's money. Cash. No. Change money. All right. It's Wednesday. We got Holly Slade coming up at 7:30. Feed in him kids. We'll talk some nerd stuff coming up in the 8 o'clock hour. With Jason
I'm excited about that.
Mills.
I will say this now.
He's a wizard.
If you're excited for Avengers Endgame, but you want to know nothing, don't tune into Nerd Talk.
Ooh.
Marvel released some things yesterday that have absolutely set up Avengers Endgame. And we're gonna dissect those a little bit, get a little nerdy on them. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you don't want to talk about, the new Avengers Endgame movie posters,
all right,
don't tune in.
All right, before we go to break again.
It's almost the end of the hour.
Jeez.
I mean, we have to.
Again.
We have to.
I want to share this story about a criminal who
is it Jussie Smollett?
Jussie Smollett? No, it's not Jussie Smollett. Jussie Smollett got but this guy, I don't know what's going on in Hawaii, but I think I might want to go and live in Hawaii.
Oh,
with Double J, he lives there.
I mean,
yeah, he said I could crash on his couch anytime.
Okay.
This guy, Christopher, from Hawaii, he's 21, and he was in court on Friday for stealing a car back in June. He's a car thief. And he had an excuse, like all criminals. He said he stole the car because he wanted to go buy some Pepsi. He says he doesn't just love Pepsi, he's addicted to Pepsi. So, the judge, man, can you imagine? I would hate to be a judge, but at the same time, it'd be kind of cool to be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
You get to throw down pretty much whatever you want, right?
I mean, within...
no, man, you get to do whatever.
I was about to say within the boundaries of the law, but then I remembered Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, so the judge, he sentenced this guy to 100 hours of community service, okay? 100 hours.
Yeah.
$100 fine, 4 years of probation, and a year ban drinking Pepsi.
Wait, I'm sorry.
That's right. He is not allowed to drink Pepsi for a year. How gangster is that judge?
Not a year. Go reread that word.
A 4-year ban. That's what I said. A 4-year ban.
This is the best thing I've ever heard in my life.
Pepsi.
Never mind.
4 years.
You do you, judges. You do you. Why Pepsi? Let's be real, man. Of the two bigs, really, you're rolling Pepsi?
Mm-hmm.
Nasty.
Yep. The judge felt like he was lying about his Pepsi addiction leading to the crime.
Okay.
But since he said he was hooked on it, banning him from drinking it would teach him a lesson. I want to teach you a lesson. You see?
How do you enforce this?
Yeah, right?
Like, how do you enforce a 4-year ban from drinking specifically Pepsi? Like, does he have a probation officer? Does he have to get
check in?
Pepsi tested?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
right?
How do you do this?
I know.
Oh, judges.
I don't know. God, a 4-year ban from drinking Pepsi. That's the best. Oh, my God. So then, obviously, he's allowed to drink everything else.
Coca-Cola?
Mountain Dew.
RC?
Orange.
He'll try some new things. Bryant said, great, now he's just going to become a Coke head. A Coke? Get it?
No,
because
I don't understand.
See
Explain.
okay, well, there's Pepsi-Cola and then there's Coca-Cola,
Oh,
right?
I thought you were talking about cocaine.
Which we...
That's what I thought you said.
Well, right, it's like the double entendre because, a Coke head is someone who...
Yeah. There you go, guys. There you go. You know?
Diane says he'll have a Pepsi bracelet. If he goes near a Pepsi, the alarm just...
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I want, you know what? During the break, I'm going to Google crazy things judges find criminals.
Yeah.
And see what pops up. Because that's a nut. That's a crazy.
That's a weird one. That is a weird one.
4-year ban from drinking Pepsi.
Yeah.
Can you even do that in America? I feel like that was just more of a joke.
Ban somebody from drinking Pepsi?
Yeah.
Clearly you can. He's the judge.
I mean, I don't
Case
know.
in point, Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, I don't know. We're all baffled by that whole thing. But anyways, we got to go to break. Good morning. I'm hitting a wall. Yeah, I'm going to crash really hard.
7 o'clock hour. We got Feed Me Mexico Kids. And then Jason, who looks like David Crowder. Yeah.
He's more like a wizard. He does look like a wizard, right?
It's like if Gandalf had a baby with that one singer dude that wears the hat. What's his name? That guy.
That guy. Yep.
What is that guy's name?
Jussie
Gavin
Smollett.
DeGraw?
Oh, yeah.
No, what's his name?
Tim McGraw.
No, the other one.
Brooks and Dunn.
You know, Nate listens to him. It's that, like, yuppie music.
All right, we got to go to break. All right? When we come back, the NFL, they just made a new rule. All right? Also, I got a little quiz for you, a little baseball trivia for you.
Okay.
We'll see how smart you are.
All right.
And some local stuff going on here in our city. Very sad news coming out of the biopark, the Albuquerque Zoo. Be right back. Hang on.
Thanks to High Desert Hospice in Albuquerque and Las Cruces for supporting Star 88. High Desert Hospice provides in-home hospice nurses, aides, homemakers, pastoral care, social workers, volunteers, dietary and counseling services, treatment of pain and symptoms related to life-limiting diagnosis, and 24-hour continuous home care during periods of crisis requiring skilled nursing care. High Desert Hospice, a Star 88 power partner with offices in Albuquerque and now Las Cruces. Online at highdeserthospice.care.
When we sin over and over, it can harden our hearts. It can cause sort of a callousness in our hearts. This week on A New Beginning, Pastor Greg Laurie points out the sad life of King Herod. His calloused heart consumed him. Pastor Greg brings a message called The Death of a Conscience. A good warning coming this week on A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
Skip Heitzig says that as believers, our family business is the greatest company on earth.
We have a product that works universally. It's the gospel. It's the gospel. It doesn't matter if you are from Rio de Janeiro or Rio Rancho. If you're from India or Indio, China or Chula Vista, doesn't matter.
Hotspot. And the business comes with many perks.
We have a great benefits package. Forgiveness from the past. We have meaning and purpose for the present. We have peace of mind for our future.
Find more from Skip at connectwithskip.com.
We have offices worldwide. You can go anywhere on the face of the earth, and even in the most persecuted of countries, you will find some group of God's people that meet.
Grow in your faith with Skip's reading plans. Search for Skip Heitzig in the YouVersion Bible app.
God has a business. It's about getting people to know Him, getting people to heaven. You become one of His children, and now He enlists you in the cause, in the purpose, in the meaning.
Hotspot.
On the air and in your face.
But lovingly so.
This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
on your side, on your side. When no one's left to wipe the tears off. I know how you feel alone, but I'm right there with you. Happy homes flip to divorce. Yeah, lonely holidays, child. All I see is tears when it rains down. I can't even let it satisfy. Driving around the city, satellite. Married till I die, till I die. Baby, hit the road side by side. Running on the sideline right now. This feel like a lifetime. I doubt losing all my patience somehow. Feeling the vibrations of you now. Tell me, are you sad, are you sad? When no one's left to wipe the tears off. I know how you feel alone, but I'm right there with you. With you. Yeah, always there with you.
Gavi with you. Isn't Gavi what you put in your coffee as like it's a replacement for sugar?
I like Gavi.
Like,
Gavi sounds like you're trying to say coffee, but you're just really congested.
No, Gavi.
Yeah, can I have a cup of Gavi?
No, not coffee. No, there's like a thing that you put in. It's instead of using like real sugar,
Like
you
stevia?
Yeah, but it's like that. But there's isn't Gavi what you put in? I think that's the name that they're going for. Gavi.
Oh man,
I'm serious.
Which, by the way, if you're a fan of Gavi, we got some news coming soon, but we can't share it just yet.
I feel like you just announced something.
Nah, man, nah. Gosh, I love that dude. Huge fan of that track.
Time to get out of bed. Time to get out of bed now. Wake up, wake up, wake up now.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hello. All right. Yep, hitting the wall. Hitting the wall hard, guys.
Agave.
Yeah, see, I told you. It's kind of weird that he would name his group after
No, agave is like the nectar, right? Like that syrup?
Yeah, it's like you put it in your drink instead of sugar. It's like a replacement, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Apparently, it's even worse than sugar.
Oh,
according
really?
to healthline.com.
Oh. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Phone lines are open if you'd like to call us. 505-338-3700. You can also text in. Please don't text and drive. What's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Yeah.
Yesterday, it was pretty funny. Steve-O went to the bathroom, and Jordy,
oh gosh,
who works here in the film department, he's also a camera guy, too, on Don't Sweat the Small Stuff on YouTube. It's our other YouTube show that we do.
Yeah.
He came in, and he put a toy cockroach on Steve-O's keyboard. Yeah. And it's funny because he goes, you think he's going to freak out? And I go, I don't think so. I had faith that you weren't going to freak out. Because it looks like a cockroach.
Mm-hmm.
But sure enough, this is what happened when Steve-O looked down. I guess, did you put your hand on the keyboard?
Yeah, I went to type something and almost touched it.
Oh, my gosh. And this was Steve-O freaking out.
I would love to
right
see.
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven, I hate you.
Oh, God.
I hate you so much.
What did I do?
Did you do that?
That was Jordy.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Dude, Jordy came in when Steve was in the bathroom and put a plastic cockroach on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Hate everything. You know, I hate to admit this. I really, really do. I was so tired this morning. I walked in studio and I started setting everything up, and I went to turn my headphone thing, and I jumped again.
Because
I put it over to the right. I still have it in studio. If you're on YouTube, youtube.com/star88fm, it looks like a cockroach.
It does.
It really does. Like a really gross cockroach. It's so realistic. It's like something you get at I don't even know. I know.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's like a Chuck E. Cheese toy.
Right?
That only costs you 700 tickets for this little 80-cent piece of plastic. So yeah, I put it over here by my headphone jack. Yesterday, completely forgot about it. And Magneto didn't take care of me. He let me get scared again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, well.
Yep.
It's pretty funny. It happened yesterday. If you want to go and hit the rewind button on the YouTube, you can watch Steve-O freak out.
I would love to
Roy
see.
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven, I hate you.
Oh, my Lord in heaven, I hate you.
Rosalind said I watched that video 3 times yesterday. Steve-O legit jumped. I really did.
Well, because you went like this. You went,
yeah.
Ah! You did the shake. You went, ah! You did the little shake thing.
I would love to
Roy
see.
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven.
That is legit right there. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
So funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this. I got punked one time with the fake poop. Somebody put the fake poop down.
I hate
and
that.
I walked over and got some tissue and picked it up like an idiot.
But that's different. At least you were trying to do something kind because you're like, oh, somebody pooped on the carpet again.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. What's not okay was my reaction yesterday. No man should respond to a cockroach on their keyboard like that. I would love to
Roy
see.
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven, I hate you.
No man should ever respond. Yeah, I feel like most men would respond that way.
I have only responded that way a few times in my life, and I immediately thought of the last time I thought I was having a heart attack.
Oh, geez.
I was a teenager, and Derek Mitchell. You met Derek.
A best friend that you
from
probably
elementary school.
think Derek should not be alive today.
He shouldn't, but by the grace of God, he's now a pastor in Las Cruces, saving souls. And 1 year for my birthday, we were celebrating. We were at his house, and I'll never forget. We were in high school, and he got me a present. No, it was middle school. We were in middle school. And he got me a present. I'm like, okay. And I go to open it up, and I popped it open, and because light hit it, it moved.
Oh.
And I threw the box and freaked out. I would love to
Roy
see.
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven! Had that same response. And the next thing I know, I was having to try and collect a giant tarantula that was in the box.
Ugh.
They were wanting to surprise me because I had said we had seen them, and I was like, dude, you know what I've always wanted as a pet? A tarantula. But how not to give someone a tarantula is surprise them by putting it in a box because I did not respond well at all.
Oh my gosh.
At all. And then I ran over and had to try and scoop him back up and put him in the box because I tossed the box and he of course freaked out and got out, and then it was like, oh no, now I got to try and catch a tarantula.
Gosh.
Dude. Oh yeah.
And how did you get Derek back? Did you get him back with something?
No, I never. No, because they were trying to be cool.
Oh,
right? It was like
that's not cool.
It was a Mexican rose-haired tarantula that I named Axel. Axel rose-haired tarantula.
I gotcha.
And yeah,
that's
I was
funny.
stoked once I realized it wasn't a prank and it was really a giant tarantula. But again, don't surprise people with the giant tarantula in a box.
Have you figured out how you're gonna get Jordy back? What are you gonna do, bro?
Well, I
Should
mean,
be hog time somewhere.
We are
like leave him out in the middle of nowhere.
Away.
Let's hog time and throw him in the back
April
of in the trunk of a car. Leave him there.
Yeah. We also have just wrapped season 1 of Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and I know he's sweating it because when are we gonna launch season 2? Who are we booking? What are we doing? I don't know. Maybe
I feel like we should go put on some burglar masks, get some duct tape, some rope, hog tie him, duct tape his mouth.
This is, wow. There's a rubber cockroach we're talking here, man.
We'll throw him in the back of a trunk. We'll take him out into the middle of nowhere and just drop him off and see.
I like that.
See
how he can
we'll leave
find
him
his
out
way
there
back
for
to
we'll leave him out there for
civilization.
6 hours and then we'll go back and get him. 6 hours.
By the way, remember the Starmy? Works for Bugman. Says I've met way more men that are afraid of bugs than women.
Oh, yeah.
Which is funny because I'm like the bug killer in the house. And if it's like a spider, like a good spider, it's usually like, no. You don't kill wolf spiders and put it outside. Like, I'm normally not. I'm so mad at my response yesterday. Look at that thing. It's like the size of...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like...
On my keyboard.
Yeah. See, it's weird. I used to be scared of spiders, and I'm not scared of spiders anymore, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I had one crawling on me the other day, and I just looked down, and I was like, oh, hey, little buddy. And I, grabbed him and just kind of just put him down.
I'll never be cool with centipedes. Probably
See,
not
that's a
cool with
weird one.
scorpions. Yeah. Somebody said my husband is a 6'5" first responder and is terrified of insects, including butterflies. What? Yeah.
Yeah, when a big, giant, burly man, has a construction job, is yelling and screaming for his wife to come in and kill a bug that's on the wall in the bathroom. There's something wrong with that picture.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I would love to
Roy
see...
now.
Oh, my Lord in heaven, I hate you.
Oh, God.
I hate you so much.
What did I do?
Did you do that?
That was Jordy.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Dude, Jordy came in when Steve was in the bathroom and put a plastic cockroach on the keyboard. I thought you were having a heart attack or something.
I am having a heart attack.
Look at
Oh, my gosh.
Jordy put the cockroach on his keyboard. Gosh, you scared me, man. You did. You scared me with you screaming like
Well, yeah.
You give me a heart attack. Yeah. Marissa's terrified of bees. See, I don't understand that. When people freak out on bees, you're basically like, it's like bees can sense the energy in the air or something. They got like superpowers or something. They can like totally, if they feel like they are in danger, they attack. So when you freak out, they're like, I am going after you.
Yeah.
I'm the bee whisperer. Did you hear, what was, who's the, gosh darn it, actor who has the epic voice, not,
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Did you see he turned his like mansion into like a bee sanctuary?
Yes.
That's pretty cool, right?
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Good for him. Gosh, I finished. I bought a whole thing of local raw honey. I finished it. I bought it 5 days ago. I drank the whole thing. I love drinking just straight raw honey. It's probably one of the. Have you ever done it? Just
out of the...
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. I love it.
It's incredible.
Oh, my gosh.
It's supposed to help you.
I have a little bit still on my lips.
Yeah.
And it just... My lips are sweet all day. Do you want some?
I mean...
You want some sugar?
Sure.
Come here.
Oh, you mean...
I have some. On my lips. Oh, I got a hair down my throat. All right, let's take another break.
Yeah, we got to go get Holly there at the back door.
Holly Schlade is here, guys. She is a part of Feed NM Kids. Now, please, don't go anywhere, guys. You want to hear about this. Feed NM Kids. Thousands of kids here in New Mexico. Going hungry. Going hungry.
Yep.
We're going to give you all the details, tell you how you can help. When we come back, live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 8 Studios. Hang out.
Whether at home or the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
Most people think that to be more creative, we need more. This is simply not true. We need more people, we need more money, more time, more energy, more resources, whatever. I would argue that limitations breed innovation. Limitations breed innovation. A lot of times when someone doesn't have something, they're going to say, I cannot because I don't. Instead, we're going to train our leaders to say this: I can because I don't. I can do more even though I do not have more. The challenge is, and you'll find organizations age, they often become resource rich, and you actually find that resource-rich organizations are generally less innovative, less creative than those that don't have as much.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast. Tony Evans, this is a Star 88 Supernova.
Storms are designed to deepen your faith and heighten your experience with Him. They're not pleasant, but they are unavoidable. Verse 41 says, they became very much afraid. Okay, maybe don't get it on this side. Verse 41 says, they became very much afraid. Okay, when they were in the lilac, they were afraid. When they saw who they were dealing with, they became very much afraid. In other words, we're afraid of the wrong thing. See, we let our circumstances scare us. He says, when you know who you're dealing with, you'll be less afraid of that and more scared of me. Because shucks, if I could tell the storm to calm down, what can I do with you if I'm ticked off at you? I'll shut you out of here.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova.
I'm captivated, I say it, I'm on a whole new retreat. My space invaded, upgraded, I hear you talking to me. It's in the boom of the thunder, it's in the cool of the rain. And I'll say, I don't ever wanna get away. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in. You're all up in everything. My soul's awakened, I'm taken by all the beauty you bring. You got it blaring, I'm staring, love watching you do your thing. There's no mistaking your style, no mistaking your touch. I see the grand, I see the subtle of your love. Lord, I see you in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. It's finding me in everything, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. Tonight is beautiful, it's got my mind on you. And everywhere I turn is a reminder. From the sparkle in her eyes to the starlit open skies, you bring my heart to life, fill me with wonder. I see you in everything, all day, all day. And every beat of my heart keeps reminding me. I see you in every little thing, all day, all day. No matter where I go, I know your love is finding me. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. I see you in everything. You're all up in everything. Oh, I can see your love in everything. And that's why you're
Mac, everything. It's Star 88 722.
High today of 76 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Tex and Steve-O.
All right, everybody, good morning. Ooh, yes. Here we go. Here we go, guys.
All right, Holly's turn to sing this morning.
Oh, no.
Holly Slade in studio, feed New Mexico kids. Here she goes. Sing it, Holly!
Yeah, no thanks.
Whoa.
Shut down.
Thanks for the invitation, though. Appreciate that.
Somebody doesn't want to play.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Her name's Holly Slade, everybody.
Oh,
good
hi.
morning.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys. No singing.
You want to? We gotta start it over. We can do it again.
That's fine. It was. She didn't get the. It wasn't. Yeah. It was just. Yeah. She wasn't ready. Oh, she's ready now. She hears the. You just put them headphones on. You can listen to the beat and just ready to go. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah. No.
Honestly.
Here we go.
No.
She's not a singer.
Not
She's
happening.
Not a singer.
Not happening.
Have you ever done karaoke? Anything?
Yes, which is why I won't sing.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. No. I wanted to be a singer when I was a kid.
Okay.
So. Olivia Newton-John before Grease, when she was cool, denim shirts and all that.
You just
right?
hipstered Olivia Newton-John.
When
That's
she
awesome.
was cool. She was cool at one point. She was like from Australia and wore denim shirts and, didn't poof her hair like all the rest of us. And she was cool. I wanted to be Olivia Newton-John. I wanted to move to Australia.
Wow.
And then, you know who came after that? Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah.
Linda Ronstadt.
Red hair, gorgeous.
Yep.
Did she have red hair? I made that up.
No, I think she was a brunette.
No, she was.
Yeah, I think I made that.
I think she was a brunette. Yeah.
I got her tape at a garage sale
No
when I was
kidding.
like 7.
Yeah, see, remember
I'm not
tapes?
even joking.
We used to have tapes.
She had a pink dress on the
Cassette
cover.
tapes.
I don't know what the tape was called.
Yeah, mine was before that. She wore roller skates.
Oh, okay.
And blue jean shorts. Like everything that was the style back then is the style right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I'm having flashbacks.
Yeah. See, so now it's your chance to be a singer because you wanted to be a singer.
Yeah, no, I thought I could sing at one point. I was in musicals in high school.
Okay.
But yeah.
And you don't want to throw down?
No, I played the character roles.
Yeah.
Because, you could only cast the singers for the lead roles.
Of course.
But the people who couldn't sing, you could cast them for the character roles because it didn't matter what they sounded like. Yeah. So I was an old lady secretary, if that gives you any idea about my singing.
That's awesome.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, feeding them kids, guys.
Yeah.
That is why we have Holly Slade here.
Yeah.
Holly Slade, she had a vision one day. Was it a vision or a dream?
She had a vision.
Was it always a vision?
Well,
an idea?
It was an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like vision better.
It kind of was because I think in pictures, I mean, I have to be honest, I think in pictures, so I can't say it was like I wasn't, in my quiet time meditating on the Lord and had a vision from the Lord.
Right.
She was listening to Linda Ronstadt. What's New? This is the album that I had.
No.
That's the tape I had.
gosh.
Yeah.
Pink dress.
awesome.
That's all I remember.
Oh my gosh.
And Linda Ronstadt was singing about the children of New Mexico, and she just knew in that moment.
Good segue.
She couldn't sing, but she could do something to help the children.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it happened. Please tell that story.
No, like the vision really was, honestly. I had learned about that New Mexico was #1 in the nation for childhood hunger. And so I thought, well, how can that be? How can I have been a Bible reading, praying, church going Christian for this many years in New Mexico and not know that?
Right? All of us were like that. First time you came in and told us that, we were freaking out.
Yeah. So okay, I'm thinking, okay, if I don't know, other people don't know, and I researched more and more, and #1 in childhood hunger, 1 out of every 4 children in New Mexico is hungry, and I just, I wasn't trying to conjure this thought. What does the Lord think of that? It was just boom.
Right.
And I just sort of had this image in my mind of Jesus coming here in flesh and blood and just kind of walking along amongst us after church one Sunday while we're all going to brunch and, hey, where are you going for dinner and where are you going for lunch and all the lines at all the restaurants, all the church going families doing their family thing, and kind of peeling back the veil for all the children that weren't eating that day.
Right.
Because the kids who go, who are on the Title I breakfast and lunch program, they'll try and kind of pack away the things that are non-perishable and take them home on the weekend but they're kids, and Saturday is a long day, and they generally eat it. So Sunday ends up being the hungriest day of the week for them. And so, you know, in my mind, I was like, here are these kids, they're not even eating today. And here we all are, myself included. Don't get me wrong. My husband and I like to go out and eat on Sunday because I don't have to cook.
Right.
And here we are. And I thought, now, if we knew, would we choose differently?
Yeah.
Would we budget differently? Doesn't mean don't go out to eat. It's like, it's just like, well, would you set aside a little bit of money when you go out to eat and go, you know what, I'm going to make sure that I buy, you know, something for someone who's not eating today on Sunday.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean, you know, but if your budget's that tight, okay, you know, maybe, you know, instead of going over to Papado, you're going to go to Cracker Barrel, like you said, or whatever it is. You know, do something to help the kids who are eating nothing on Sunday. So I just got compelled, and we started gathering food, and we're over 45 tons 2 years later. Gosh. March is our 2-year anniversary. You guys helped us launch right here.
Yeah.
And Legacy's been a huge part of that. Dustin's here in studio with us. And,
Heck yeah.
And so we've got collection sites at Calvary on the Osuna campus, and we just launched collection sites at all of the Albuquerque Police Department substations.
That's cool.
Super easy to drop off food. Has to be non-perishable, single serve, easy open, because a lot of these kids don't have a way to cook anything.
Yeah.
You know? So think about a third grader, right? Think about a third grader getting one of our snack packs. He can't, you know, go get some milk and some butter and make a whole box of Kraft macaroni and cheese. It has to be that single serve thing that only needs hot water.
Yeah. Man. And then, of course, you mentioned Dustin. Dustin, you were listening to us talking about it. And you were like, how can my church get involved? And talk a little bit about that.
That's exactly right. The same thing that she was, you know, saying she heard about, and then that like sparked something in her that, hey, there's got to be something I can do. By her coming in here and talking to the Star Me and talking to, you know, on the radio, I sat there, and I remember the first time I heard about it, I was like, oh man, we really need to do something about that.
Yeah.
And so my thought was, we'll grab some stuff and we'll take it over and drop it off in the bins.
Yeah.
And that really was kind of my original thought was, hey, you know, we should definitely help.
Yeah.
As time went on though, my wife heard about it later, and I start talking to her, and she's crying at this point. Tears are coming down her eyes, and she's like, Dad, you heard. And I really wish that my answer could have been no.
Right.
I really, in that moment, I was like, man, I really wish I didn't know. And I could have been like, no, babe, I had no idea. Instead, the answer was, I have heard that. And I really thought we should do something, but we hadn't.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
But so in that moment, you know, I really had to decide, okay, I didn't do anything the first time.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do anything the first time I heard about it. I've got this second opportunity now. What am I going to do in this moment? What am I going to do with this second opportunity to do the right thing, to do what I know I should, what I know God wants me to step up. And so at that moment, I was like, well, the only thing I really can do is go to the leaders at the church and say, hey, this is something I've heard about. I didn't know about it. We know now.
Yeah.
Can we be a part? Can we do something as simple as get some collection bins and put it in our foyer? Nobody was even remotely hard to convince.
Yeah, right. Well, if they said no to that, it's kind of like...
It sounds crazy, but I know a lot of people who would not approach the leadership of their church simply because they're probably at a point where they're, and I hate to say this, but it's true, and we've all been here, just jaded in thinking that our leadership will just say no.
Right.
Will just dismiss us, and man, the worst thing that will happen is they will say no.
Right.
But the best thing that will happen is what happened to you. And I think a lot of times we just have this resigned.
Right.
They'll say no, and we don't do anything about it.
Right.
And it's not helping anybody.
Yeah, and if they did say no, really what is the worst part about that? They're like, they'd say no, and I'd still go buy stuff and drop it off at the other locations.
Right.
I mean, that's the worst that could happen. But, you know, since then, you know, we've got the bins at all of our campuses. So like Holly was saying, you can drop off at Calvary, you can drop off at the substations, you can drop off at any of the Legacy locations.
Yeah.
We'll take it, we'll get it to the kids and get going. But you also have the ability to put a bin at your place. You know, so if if you're in an office and you're like, hey, could I, you just ask your boss, hey, would you mind if I put just a little bin here? I'll put a little thing on it and I'll keep it, cleared out, and I'll take it every week with me. There's so many things that we can do. That this week we were talking to our church, and we had a video that was going, and what we don't need is, we don't need you to go out and break your budget.
Right.
So we're not looking for everybody who's involved to go out and spend so much money that their family's suffering.
Right.
That's not what this is about.
No.
What this is about is just getting a few things when you go to the grocery store. Just take the list, or I know with Legacy, with our church app, you can download it and you have the list right there with the app.
That's cool.
Or it's on the website that has the list. There's all these different places you can get it. But when you're at the store, you just grab one or two things, take it with you each time, toss it in the bin. If all of us do something, nobody has to do everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this so good is it will not require everyone to give everything they have.
Yeah.
We just need everyone to do a small part.
Right.
And if we do, we can make this goal. We can get these kids what they need.
And you guys have provided resources too to help people if they want to get it started. Because I know there are plenty of times where maybe the leadership of a church isn't equipped, or think about this. They're probably inundated with everybody whose heartstrings are like tugged on, we got to feed this person, or we got to do this, or we really need to be involved in the community.
Here.
Yes. And so they're probably, but if somebody would come to the leadership of their church and say, hey, I heard about this and the Lord is prompting me to want to do something. May I take charge over this? There's no way that anybody anywhere is going to go, nah, man. Seriously, if you're providing not only like, hey, here's an opportunity to help, but here's a solution and an easy way how to do it.
Exactly. And the key to it is that when I brought it up to them, my question wasn't, hey, here's a problem. I think that you guys should create this team of people and do this. I was like, hey, could I do this? Could I, start the process of collecting? Could I figure out how this works and get us involved and going? And so that's a big thing in any time that we bring something, to the people above us. It's not about someone else needs to do it. It's we need to take control of the situation. We need to take it on as our personal mission to get it done.
Yeah.
Joanne just chimed in on YouTube and said the APS Title I folks actually just picked up a donation from my office yesterday.
Awesome.
They're so easy to work with. So it's like, so
that's really
there's no reason not to get involved.
Yeah, and even the whole birth of Feed New Mexico Kids, I'm a volunteer. I'm still a volunteer at this stage of the game and at this, level of trying to help people understand and spread the word in the community. I have a very busy full-time job.
Yeah.
And Dustin, was working in the graphic and web department at Legacy.
Media, you're right.
And so, both of us are examples of people who were not in quote-unquote leadership, kind of said, you know what, I'll be the one.
Yeah.
I'll be the one that wants to do something about it.
Yeah.
Now, since then, we've made it easier, too. We have camera-ready art for people.
Yeah.
We can tell them, hey, these rolly bins work the best.
Yeah.
Hey, these clear bins are great for storing in a closet on your campus.
Yeah.
And if your church doesn't have room to store food on the campus, and pack snack packs and stuff, that's fine. We'll pick it up weekly.
Yeah.
We have some space limitations here at Calvary, and so the food comes in over the weekend. Title I drives their van over here on Monday morning every week and gets that food off this campus.
That's awesome.
So, it's a matter of volunteers. We have a central warehouse where we can take the food over off of San Pedro and Gibson. So, and also it's not like Calvary and Legacy had nothing else going on.
Right.
We have very, a lot of missions activities and community activities and you guys are involved in Make-A-Wish, and you're involved in Habitat for Humanity, and we've got Operation Christmas Child here, and we've got Reload Love, and we've got missionaries all over the world.
Exactly.
So we're not looking for a church who has nothing going on.
Right.
Here's your opportunity to start a charitable effort.
Right.
It's like, no, this one happens to be so simple.
Right.
Because just as Dustin said, we're asking that when you go to the grocery store, could people buy one, maybe two things extra?
Yeah, and it can even be more simple with Amazon Prime.
Yes.
You know? If you have Amazon Prime, you just go on the website and you pick out all the food and then have it shipped. Now, can you have it shipped to any of the locations, like to Calvary or Legacy, or is there an actual address for
You can
feeding?
have it shipped to Calvary, 4001 Osuna Road, Northeast. 87109. Can they ship to Legacy?
Sure, they absolutely could.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so that's so easy. Just go to Amazon Prime and just pick out all the non-perishable foods and have it shipped. You can put it on a monthly thing where it auto-monthly ships. You know, that's easy.
We're always low on the beef ravioli because we're trying to get the protein items in. So it's always easy for people to grab a box of granola bars, and that's great. We get $48.96, granola bars in one box. But we almost are always low on protein items. So if you're going to do on auto ship on Amazon, please, beef ravioli would be awesome. Flavored tuna pouches. And for some reason, we always run out of pudding. Do you guys run out of pudding? We're always out of pudding.
Yeah, everybody wants a snack pack.
Exactly. That one's not a necessity.
Right.
But that one is one that the kids love. I've talked to some of the teachers and stuff, and it's just it's a comfort. It's something when things are tough, when things are. It's just a comfort thing. You know how that affects you when you have something that you're just like, man, this is really good, and how it helps.
I wish I had one right now.
There's a reason hospitals give you Jell-O, man, when you're recovering.
Yeah,
you need it.
You need it.
Jell-O,
You need it.
that is not the same thing as
pudding. I agree. You know what? Touche. I agree. How do you feel about tapioca, though? Like,
I'm okay with that.
Fish eyes and glue?
Yeah.
Butterscotch is my jam.
No, why would I like that?
Because it has fish eggs in it.
No, I love tapioca.
I always thought somebody told me they were fish eggs when I was little.
Fish eggs and glue. That's right.
Caviar pudding.
Yeah,
exactly.
Must be why I love sushi, because I love me some tapioca.
Guys, it's so simple.
I know,
it's
it really is.
So simple.
It really
and
is.
we've had amazing businesses like Philip and Sons did another car show for us.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Phil, he just, oh my goodness, he's been wonderful. He volunteered just right out of the chute early on. So they did another car show here over the weekend. So get this, between Freddie over at American Funding, TLC, and Philip and Sons, we had this last week, we had 2,400 pounds of food.
Oh my gosh.
Over 2 tons. So almost 2.25 tons of food.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Just because they did a car show.
Yeah, and these are people that took it on themselves. TLC called us and said, hey, we're going to do a food drive.
That's cool.
At our location. Freddie over at American Funding, hey, we're going to do a food drive. Philip and Sons, hey, we're going to do a food drive. And here comes all of this food. And then Girl Scouts came. This was adorable. A couple of Girl Scouts came, and they were running and helping everybody with their food. And now this Girl Scout troop is going to do their own little snack packing thing and bring their snack packs in.
That's cool.
I mean, it's just think about your world. Get creative about your world.
Right.
But we really do need more churches because it's a centralized location where a lot of food can land.
Yeah.
So, businesses are working it in like once or twice a year, but churches are those places where you can do it once a week, once a month, ongoing like the Calvary and Legacy campuses do.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, churches, if they want, they could do it once a month.
Yeah.
We could go, you know what? It's going to be the
first of every month.
Exactly.
Or
or that's kind of Bill Sunday, maybe the third Sunday of every month, or, whatever. Be creative.
Yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, and we're all complaining about how bad our state is getting. The crime rate's terrible. Well, this is where it starts.
Yeah.
The foundation is these kids that are growing up not eating, which snowballs into a life of crime later on.
Hunger pains.
Exactly. So
next thing you know, you got Jussie Smollett ruin everything in Chicago.
Amen.
Started with the need. That's right. He needed a Subway sandwich, man.
He just. Oh man. He needs a lot more. I'm gonna stop talking.
Oh my God.
Guys, go to this website, feednmkids.com. Go there, and your website's awesome, by the way. There's a donate button.
Thanks.
All the information's up there. There's the list of all the food, everything you need is up at feednmkids.
Yeah, we're all volunteers, so when you donate, you're buying food.
Beautiful.
I
love that.
Man.
Well, anything else going on, guys? Anything else?
Well, I gotta share some stats with people because I don't think they understand why hunger matters.
Okay.
I think a lot of times they think it's about a stomach ache, which it is. I mean, think about the word hangry.
Yeah.
We're adults. And how many times do we go, oh, sorry, I was moody or whatever, I was hungry.
Right.
My blood sugars were off, my this, my that. Do you know what it's like to go to school every day, try and learn new information that's hard, information you've never been exposed to before? That's what school is.
Yeah.
A lot of us, we're trying to just accumulate information that we kind of know in the past and, assimilate it into our day and organize it in our heads and blah, blah, blah. In school, you're learning brand new concepts you have never heard before.
Yeah.
So when hunger hits for a child, they're 2 times as likely to repeat a grade, 3 times as likely to get suspended, 5 times as likely to commit suicide. And New Mexico is real close to the top in the nation for teen suicide.
Yep.
We have 23 suicides per 1,000 here, and New York has 8 per 1,000.
Gosh.
So times are tough for kids in New Mexico.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into the rhetoric about their parents should or their parents whatever. All right. Some parents are not able. Sometimes it's difficult circumstances. Other times it's flat out irresponsibility.
Yeah.
But do we honestly care? Do any of us listening or anybody in this room, do we care how the child got hungry, or do we care that the child is hungry? Solve the problem for the child.
Yeah.
And there are other organizations, other support networks that'll solve some of the other things with the parent. But we're just trying to get the food into the child's hands.
Yeah.
So we rely on APS, their incredible principals, nurses, outreach workers, counselors, teachers. They know in their school, in their classroom, who these kids are. They see it.
Yeah.
They see these kids come in Monday morning and they are ravenous.
Yeah.
They haven't had enough to eat over the weekend. So we've got Title I breakfast and lunch Monday through Friday. We're trying to fill the gap on the weekend.
Yeah. Right. Beautiful. Feednmkids.com.
Yeah, absolutely. And dude, thank you so much for doing your part, Dustin, and hearing it and getting your church involved, because I love the fact that every time you guys talk, it's not just a Calvary thing. It's like Calvary and Legacy Church every single week are 2 of the biggest churches in the state of New Mexico together doing something incredible, because it's not often that we get to hear about, especially when it comes to, quote, mega churches, teaming up to do something for the community.
Right.
It doesn't benefit the church, it benefits our city,
Right.
which in turn should benefit the church. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And so
No-
I love it.
Yeah, nobody's taking credit. This is
Nope.
a community effort, and we need more churches.
Yeah.
Right,
I was
Dustin?
just going to say that. Let's put these churches on blast right now, all right? I just Googled mega churches in Albuquerque. Where you at, Sagebrush?
No. Hey, Sagebrush gave us, you know what? I forgot in our list, I forgot to mention, Sagebrush gave us 25 boxes of food.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so
See, there
they're
you go.
amazing as well.
Where you at, Copper Point? Okay. Huh? Who's going to step up at these churches?
Amazing.
New Covenant, where are you? Hoffmantown. I Googled all these mega churches. We need to get them on board. And here's the thing. I'm blown away whenever I meet Starmy. I mean, we got Starmy that go to all the
Every
different
church.
churches.
Yeah.
Some people don't even go to church.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So you guys just get the word out.
Yeah.
And small
absolutely.
churches, you know what I love about smaller fellowships is
They're
that
more hipster, cool.
No, the sense of community and the
Yeah.
sense of involvement.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
when a smaller church decides that they're doing something, they are all in. Like
Yeah.
everybody at the church is doing
true.
it. At a mega church, you do have so many
Yeah, you
things
get lost.
going
Right.
on.
Yeah, that's very true.
That, there's competition for, just the information,
Yeah.
the input, the opportunity to participate. Smaller churches are beautiful because generally, once they decide they're locking onto something, man, they are all in.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
Dude, Feed New Mexico Kids, you can check out all the details at the website, and God, just do something. Seriously.
That's right. And Holly Slade's going to take us out with a beautiful
Oh,
song.
she's just going to sing
Yeah,
some
no.
Linda Rose.
Play some Olivia Newton-John for me, would you? Just come on. Bobby McGee. Me and Bobby McGee. She used to sing that. That's one of the back in the day songs.
That's funny.
Amazing. Oh, my gosh.
Dustin, thank you, sir. Thank you, Holly Slade.
Thank
Love
you
it.
guys. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Feednmkids.com. Go there now. We'll be right back.
Chad Beach says the church is all about good news.
This last Monday, on Monday morning, I got up and I ran 4 miles. It felt amazing. I ran 4 miles in a decade. And as soon as I hit 4 miles, I stopped. I was like, I need to order an Uber right now. I'm done. That's all the endurance. I got to post this on social media and then order an Uber because that's all I got in my tank. The Bible's talking about having endurance. So when you feel like quitting and you feel like giving up on church and giving up on your marriage, you keep on going because you had need of endurance. God is not here so you can come to church or follow him for a day, a week, a month, or a year. God wants you to follow for the rest of the days of your life. So he said, I'm praying over you endurance and patience. Why? Because God never answers our prayers in our timeline. He answers them in his timeline. So I actually need to wait on God. Wait on God for the breakthrough. Wait on God for the miracle. Wait on God for that thing to happen.
Chad Veach, a Stardy 8 PowerPoint.
I just need some time, I'm trying to think straight. I just need a moment in my own space. Ask me how I'm doing, I say okay, yeah. But ain't that what we all say? Sometimes I think back to the old days, in the pointless conversations with the old me, yeah. Back when my mama used to hold me, I wish somebody would've told me. If you want love, you gon' have to go through the pain. If you want love, you gon' have to learn how to change. If you want trust, you gon' have to give some away. If you want love, if you want love. Yeah. As a kid, I used to think life was moving so slow, I watch it go by. Look out the window of my bus ride. I thought the world was so small through my closed eyes. I've always tried to control things. In the end, that's what controls me. Maybe that's why I'm controlling. I wish somebody would've told me. If you want love, you gon' have to go through the pain. If you want love, you gon' have to learn how to change. If you want trust, you gon' have to give some away. If you want love, if you want love. The older I get, I feel like I'm always trying to save time. Talking to the voices in my head that make me think twice. Telling me it doesn't mean it's wrong because it feels right. I'm scared that one day I'll wake up and wonder where the time go. Talk about the past like it's the present while I rock slow. I'll sit in the living room and laugh with kids of my own and tell them, if you want love, you gon' have to go through the pain. I wish you would've told me. If you want love, you gon' have to learn how to change. I wish somebody would've told. If you want trust, you gon' have to give some away. You gon' have to give. If you want love, if you want love, if you want love, if you want love.
Nathan Ferguson. Did I get it this time? Darn it. Nathaniel.
No. Yeah, it's Nate.
Ferdicracker. Ferdinand. Ferdinand? Nathan. I love how you have to Google it every time, too, because you can't figure it out.
No, it's. I always say Fierstein, but it's like, actually, it's Fierstein.
All right, I got to think.
It's like Firestein.
I got to think Germans. All right?
It looks like Führer, but it's Fear. Fierstein.
Fierstein. Fierstein.
Yeah.
There you go. NF, I guess, is
AKA Rammstein.
By. That's right.
Yeah.
751.
Hi, today I'm 75.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's do this.
Yes!
The morning invasion.
They require equipment and staff and a travel budget and just a little bit of special sauce.
That's right, everyone. Good morning. Thank you again to Dustin of Legacy. One of the churches, just one of the churches who jumped on board to feed the kids, the thousands of kids in Albuquerque that are going hungry. Put a few of you mega churches on blast earlier. Who's going to step up at these mega churches, get the word out?
Yeah.
Does Steve-O have to show up personally? Does he have to sit down with the staff at these mega churches, or are you going to step up, Starmy? Steve-O's busy. He's got a full-time job here and a part-time job at a comic book store. He doesn't have time.
That's true.
So I Googled mega churches to put a few of them on blast. And I noticed, the reviews, the 5-star rating. When I go to restaurants now, I always go to Yelp. I always Google and I read the comments first to see what people are saying. Even when I buy things online, I usually go and read the reviews first before I buy something. And so I noticed a few of these churches in town, which we won't put on blast. We won't say what the church is. But wow.
I want to know
some of these churches.
I want to know who went to church and when they left, their first thought was, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to Yelp right now and reviewing this church."
I know. Do you know people in your life that do that? I know people in my life. They can't wait.
Like why?
They can't wait
I can't
to run to
wait
Yelp.
to Google review this.
Well, you know what? And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're a business, a church, you better bring your game. You better step up.
It seems so subjective. Like, we've been reading some, and I was like in tears, man, during the break. Because there's some people out there who are just, man, judgy.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, here's one. Now, again, we won't say the name of the church, but here is...
These are all local Albuquerque churches.
Here's one. It got a 1 star.
A 1 star?
Oh, a 1 star. All right, here it is. They titled their review, "Not a Good Church at All." It seems good at first, but is very fake. We have found a much better church in Albuquerque that we love. And that's it. They didn't want to say anything else. They just wanted to say it's not a good church
that they found.
and it's fake. And hey, guess what? We found another church.
Yeah.
We will never come back. That's right. That's right.
Man.
Now, the first one, I read off the air to Steve-O. Oh, my gosh.
That's it right there.
This one is great. Here, you ready for this?
Oh, they gave it 5 stars.
I know. That's what's weird about this. They gave it a 5 star. Maybe they were convicted and they're like, you know what? I'm going to blast them, but rating. It kind of cancels it out because I'm going to give them a 5 star. Here's what they put. Also known as the Ghetto Church, was an eyesore and brought the value of our homes down forever. Should have thought about the parking situation before turning a house into a church. Now pretty much just a nuisance and disrupts the neighborhood. Way to go. Way
5
to
stars.
go.
5 stars.
Now, there's another review for this church, and it's a 5 star from Camellia, and they said, "The presence of the Lord is there in this place. You can feel the anointing."
Yeah. So
Take that.
2 5-star reviews, but one of them labeled them the Ghetto Church.
And here's what's funny is that I think need to click on all the 5 stars because doesn't matter if it's a 5 star, it's probably going to have a negative review.
Mm-hmm. We don't know. Oh, I love everything about these.
Now,
and hate.
They can get very Christianese.
Seriously.
Yes, I love the Christianese. That's one of my favorite things is the Christianese. If you don't know how to speak Christianese,
go to the Google reviews.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's one from a local church. Whether you're single, married, young, or old, Berean is a great place
you just
to
said the name of the place.
I thought they were saying like the Bereans. You know? We're the Berean. Like, they were bringing it back biblical, man.
That's the name of the church.
No, I don't think it is. I think they were calling out the Bereans.
It's called Berean Baptist Church, dude.
Well, it's a good review, so it's not like... Let me finish it. Berean is a great place to be. Berean is one of the friendliest churches you will find.
Oh.
It's a church for the whole family.
The whole family.
We have a vision to see the whole family come together, worship together, and grow together. We offer sacrifices that bring a blend. Oh, wait. We offer services that bring a blend of traditional. See, if you mess up, that could change everything. You got to go back if you got a typo. I mean, what if sacrifice was in there? You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said I feel like the people who rate churches they go to are the same people who complain about how loud the music is or how the lights are so distracting.
Probably right. Might be right. But sometimes, hey, for these businesses to step up their game, it takes a bad review for them to make a change.
Do we have any reviews? Like, does Star 88 have any reviews?
Go there. Let's check that. When we come back,
how can we check?
We're going to find some more negative reviews from churches around the Albuquerque area. Can't wait. Go write a review, guys.
Oh, I've got the best 10 radio stations in Albuquerque according to Yelp.
Oh, yeah. Let's do those.
What? No! We got reviews!
All right, we'll read them.
Guys, please go to Yelp and give us 5-star reviews.
No, give us a 5-star, but then just go negative.
Look at this. Such an encouraging radio station. Has great music and an amazing on-air presence. The morning show with Dex and Steve-O will never fail to make you roll on the floor with laughter. Oh, look at that!
Oh, it's signed Betty Toth from Ennis, Montana.
That's actually not.
Thanks, Mom. I love you.
Thanks, Sean, our first reviewer ever. We only have one review on Yelp.
That's cool.
That's a good review, though. 5 stars, dog.
All right.
5 stars.
More great reviews coming up. Hang out. We'll be right back.
Mark 10:9 says, therefore, what God has joined together, let no one separate. Star 88 wants to thank John Thomas Jewelers for becoming a power partner. John Thomas Jewelers carries a collection of anniversary bands, engagement rings, pendants, earrings, loose diamonds, and are known for their custom creations. Located at 2440 Louisiana Boulevard Northeast on the 3rd floor of the Lewis University building. Information at 505-342-9200. That's 505-342-9200. Thank you, John Thomas Jewelers, for supporting Star 88.
Here's Skip Heitzig with a word about Calvary College.
I'm thrilled to invite you to take your life's purpose to a whole new level with a degree in biblical studies from Calvary College. We have retooled our School of Ministry into an associate degree program, and it all happens right here on campus. Calvary College instructors are theologians who are passionate about the text of the Bible. And our curriculum trains students to study the Bible academically, think about it critically, and serve God practically. Classes are evening only, and you have the option to attend full or part-time. If you've always wanted to learn more about God and His Word in an academic environment, visit calvaryabq.college. Applications for the upcoming academic year are due by August 16th.
Get more information about Calvary College at calvaryabq.college. That's calvaryabq.college.
This week on Connect with Skip Heitzig, Skip gives you the biblical perspective you should have on what you own and what you spend.
If you were to boil it down, God's view of finances is simply this. Everything you have in your possession, you don't have. All of it belongs to God. The earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof.
Connect with Skip Heitzig every day this week as he continues the series Church, Who Needs It?
Make an appointment for Skip Heitzig weekdays at 8 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
If ever I had a video, would you dance in it? Would you dance in it? Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. They said that you love where this goes. I need a light to see home, and I want you to know, sunshine, you are my sunshine. It's another morning. I wanna wake up as more than just friends. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around my way. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around so we can begin again. I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around my way. And I wanted to feel for you. I wanted you to feel it too. I wanna see you come around so we can begin again. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Oh, sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Sunshine, it's another morning. I wanna wake up as more than just friends. Sunshine, you are my sunshine. Let it in, let it in. Sunshine, it's another morning.
Ooh. Knox Hamilton.
That was lovely.
That was beautiful.
I'm like, listen to that jam.
I mean, I'm writing a review right now because I don't like the way that they cut. I mean, there wasn't a slow fade at the end. It just was like, it just cut off. It made me look stupid. So I'm writing a review right now to Star 88 on Yelp.
Okay.
To make sure that they, get their segs corrected. Ugh. 804.
We just got a review of us, and I don't know how to feel. So
beautiful.
Hi to Dave 76.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah, so we were just talking to Dustin and Holly Slade from Feed In 'em Kids, talking about all these kids, thousands of kids here in our state of New Mexico that go hungry every day, and how you guys can help. And it's super easy. There's been a lot of businesses. There's been a few churches that have stepped up, and they have partnered with Feed In 'em Kids.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a drop-off location. So Dustin, he's a Starmy member. He was listening to us one day, talking to Holly about all these kids that are going hungry, thousands of kids. And him and his wife decided to go to their church, Legacy, and ask them hey, can we be a drop-off location? Can we put some bins out and tell people if they want to, when they're out shopping, bring some non-perishable food items and put them in the bins? And they said, yes, of course. Yeah. Let's get involved. And then a couple other churches. Well, we need more churches to stay. And so I Googled mega churches to put a couple on blast. And then I noticed, oh my gosh, Yelp reviews for churches. I got to read some of these. So Steve-O even went to our Star 88 Yelp, and we had one, which is good.
Yeah.
But they're pouring in like crazy right now.
Well, yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited.
Now, if you go to the top 10 radio stations in Albuquerque on Yelp, we're now number 2. Woo! Just need a couple 5-star reviews.
All right. Who's in the lead? What station? Is it Radio?
Oh, you already looked.
I didn't look.
Oh, you didn't see?
I was going to say Radio Lobo.
No.
Is it?
I thought you were going to say it.
700?
Nope. Think about it, man.
Coyote?
Like who? Who?
Oh, no.
Who does Yelp reviews?
College. Get KUNM.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah, hipsters at college. Yes, they're the ones.
Exactly.
Well,
like,
millennials.
You know what I want to do right now? Leave a review of my radio station.
Oh, we got to go there.
Yeah, we got to.
All right, what do we got?
Oh, well,
do a couple.
okay.
Do a couple radio stations, and I found a couple churches.
Steve-O yells a lot. Dex's survival tips don't work.
What?
but I give it 5 stars.
Can you delete Yelp reviews? Is that possible? That was really, really lame.
Also, in the middle of that, shout out to our friend who built a coffee table for his giant Millennium Falcon Lego set.
Oh, wow.
He built this coffee table. I give you an 8-star review out of 5.
Good job.
Because I want this now. I'll give you $30.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 50.
All right.
Okay. All right. Going back to our reviews.
What else we got? What else we got?
Little nervous, guys. We're putting ourselves out there. So.
All right. Oh, they're pouring.
They're just pouring in. Just pouring.
Yelp reviews, star 88. What do we got?
I love to listen to the station every day.
Mm-hmm.
The morning show with Dex and Stevo. Great way to start my day. It's informative, funny, touching, and classy.
Okay.
Someone called us classy.
Wrong.
This is one morning show I could listen to all the time with my kids and never be disappointed. The music throughout the day is always encouraging, keeps me positive. Thanks, Star 88, for all you do.
Oh, that's very cool.
Look at that.
See?
We're getting some good reviews.
5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
Star 88, better than church. Wait, what? No.
Yeah, pretty much, right? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so I found. Now I'm not going to say the name of the church
That's
or
good.
anything.
That's good.
But I found some negative reviews. All right.
Yeah.
Now we can learn things from the reviews, right?
Yeah,
we can learn.
absolutely.
We can grow.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope churches, even businesses, they go back and read some of these and they make changes.
That'd be nice.
All right.
That would be nice.
Here's a 1 star for a local church in town. It was pretty basic, pretty simple. Basically, the review says, I reached out to this church with questions about their ministry. I got the runaround. I was looking forward to visiting this church. I guess they don't want me.
Oh, gosh. Could you be any needier? Oh, man.
I guess they don't want me.
I guess they don't want
like,
me.
They need you. Sorry, that was super mean. Gosh. If you feel like you need to
why do
write a
we
review
do
about
this?
that.
This is real, guys. We're gonna talk church, bro. We're gonna talk church.
Oh, I got another 1 star review from a local church. Here we go. Again, these are learning moments, okay? We're turning our L's into lessons. Here we go. They stole our edible arrangement that was supposed to be delivered to a building next door. They ate the entire thing and never made it right. It was sent to us from a family member of a coworker that almost choked, as she was grateful that we all made an effort to save her life. What kind of church is this? The church, they ate the edible arrangement.
Oddest review I have ever heard.
Okay, but let's I kind of want to peel the onion back just real quick on this one because all right, if you're a church and you got an edible arrangement delivered to you, you would automatically think it was for you, right? Right?
Yeah.
They stole the edible arrangement. The church stole it and they ate it.
Did they steal it?
I mean,
how do we know?
I don't
what if there was
know.
like a funeral that day? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And they thought it was for the funeral.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any more radio reviews?
Yeah, how about
pouring
this
in?
one? I appreciate their effort to insert biblical examples in a modern-day society, but I have to say, their extreme right-wing perception is a little much for me.
What?
If you want a Republican view, you're better off watching Fox News. Great group of guys, though. Steven, clean your fan. Thanks, Booty. Thanks for the review.
Wow.
I know it was you. He always tells me to clean my fan.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Well, we appreciate the review, no matter who you are.
I just want to know who's got the time to straight up review a church on like Yelp.
I'll tell you.
Okay, go
Kathy.
ahead. Oh, Kathy.
Yeah,
I want
Kathy.
to know what Kathy has to say.
Here is what she wrote on Yelp. 1 star review to a local church in town. Kathy said, if you're looking for a contemporary, mostly white church that pats itself on the back for being engaged in the world, but meanwhile judges people once they've gone through the doors, then this church is for you. What? I walked out of my first visit to the church after the pastor talked about how he and his parents had been chatting with a man in a movie theater lobby whom he later learned was a part of the church. Oh,
Wait,
my
I'm sorry.
goodness.
I'm sorry.
Kathy!
That's real. These are Albuquerque churches, by the way. I hope they're listening and they feel bad about their terrible reviews.
Apparently, the church leadership does not bother themselves with real biblical study, but clings to unchristlike judgment and self-righteousness. 1-star review.
You know what's tragic, though? Here's what's terrible about this culture that we're in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't give things a chance because they'll see that review
Exactly.
and they'll base it upon somebody's terrible day. Like you had a bad day or you didn't vibe with something.
Right.
And so you're going to go review a church on Google and talk about how they stole your edible arrangement. And that could cause somebody to not go to church.
Yeah. No kidding, right? Like that.
I don't want to be
about
that. I don't want to, yeah.
Think about that for a second.
Have fun.
Now, okay. Obviously, the church thing, if you're going to leave a Yelp review on a church, that's one thing. Restaurants, businesses, I always read them. I don't just read the first one. I usually will read a few of them. Yeah. And now if the majority of the people are saying that the business or restaurant is not doing their job, then I won't go.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get my money.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was trying to think if I moved into let's say a new town, new city, and I was looking for a church, and I Googled churches in my area, and then I would definitely read the reviews because I'm that guy, and I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some of these are sad though, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This person, talked 1-star review to another local church. They're saying that the coordinator was very rude when they called just to get information. They wanted to know how to become a sponsor. The more a conversation went, she became hostile. And I found this shocking for somebody who works at a church. I'm saddened by her behavior. I've been going to church since I was a young girl. My mother and my sister and our families have been going as well. We've never been treated with such disrespect. And because of it, we will no longer be attending this church. So these are people that went to this church.
Yeah.
They called just to become a sponsor. And because somebody working the front desk was having a bad day, or maybe they just had bad etiquette, or just rubbed the person the wrong way, they're no longer going to the church. How sad is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, think about it though, man. Like when we first started doing the show here, when I came in about 3.5 years ago with you and Teo, were doing a completely different show, and
That's
then
true.
I come in from this crazy rock station and just completely flipped the format and the station on its head. And remember the people that were not a whole lot, but no, there was a few. They were going crazy.
Oh, people did, yeah.
They were going nuts because,
they were banging the gong.
Exactly. So,
Do you pay attention to reviews, really, though? Like, seriously, movie reviews.
I do, actually. I really do.
I couldn't care any less about a person telling me that Captain Marvel is politically slanted or The Last Jedi was blah, blah, because it just feels like a lot of them are trolling. And so because of that, it's pretty rare that I'll actually read reviews or take the word of some random person,
Yeah.
based upon something. I will take it seriously when it's, say, a restaurant, like you said, or,
Right.
whether it's service or it's like, this got red flagged for cockroaches. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going there.
Oh, right?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, not going there.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
I don't, that's just, that's why I'll never open a business.
Yeah.
I never will. Because I'd be that person that end up with a bad review and then I'd lose my mind. I'd be the person that would want to hunt down the person that put the review out there and make them change it. Didn't we read a story that somebody did that, or is that on a TV show that I watched?
Got to be a TV show. I've never heard that before.
I don't know if that's a real story.
I mean, I'm willing to bet it is a real story.
I guarantee you that's happened, where a business guy got a bad review and they hunted the person down and made them go change it.
Yeah. Trish says, I don't like reviews because, seriously, how can I trust your judgment if you had a bad day? Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's true.
Matthew says, movie reviews? No, except what is on Focus on the Family for my kiddos. Yep. Austin will read reviews, but you got to use your brain, discern if that person has a personal problem. Yeah.
All right, here's another 1-star review. Another local church in town. Somebody decided to go to Yelp and say a little something about this local church.
Oh.
Check this out.
Okay.
This church, well, they offer childcare once a month. But the people are not qualified or capable of the responsibilities to take care of the kids. If a child becomes upset under their care, they will physically restrain and trap your child under a chair.
Stop it. That's real. I'm reading it right now.
Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? They will now, and then this person, they might be exaggerating. We don't know if it's true or not, but
film your child while they're upset instead of helping to calm them down.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Guess what? Not going to that church.
No, I'm not going to that church.
I'm not going to that church either.
I couldn't imagine if they strapped you down to a chair and filmed it and then just waited for me to pick you up.
If that ever happens, will you promise me that you'll film it?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, guys, it's just another reminder as we go out into the world today. Be like the Bereans. That's right. You want to start a church?
I mean...
What if we started a church right now? It could be called... Go ahead.
I can't. I really can't think of a name. You finally stumped me.
This is your thing, man. You're the creative one on the show, right?
I know, but I don't want to be insincere. If we started a church, it would be... No, I can't.
It'd be called...
I can't.
The Wine Garden of the Risen.
Yeah, exactly. No. It'd be some weird long... No, can't do it.
We'll think about it, guys.
All
right.
Meanwhile, Pastor Jason's going to come in studio.
Ooh, Pastor Jason's here.
Yeah.
We'll see if he wants to join.
What? Hope Spring United.
Hope Spring United.
Jason's church.
That's his church?
Hope Spring United.
I feel like he's just playing off the whole United soccer thing.
Is that right? Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. And A New Hope from Star Wars. We don't even know where the spring is.
All right. Let's take a break. We'll be right back with Pastor Jason Mills. Nerd Talk, guys. It's coming up.
Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
My boys are in a fun stage of life right now. They love to wrestle, be tickled, but most of all, they just love to be around me. But one of my favorite things as a father is when they try to convince me that they love me more than I could ever love them. On occasion, we will get into this cycle of conversation where no one wins, but we keep telling the other, no, I love you more. The other day, I was reminded that this is one of the things that God tries to convince us of. If you could hear his gentle you more. He loves you more than you love yourself. He loves you more than any human being has or ever could. He loves you perfectly and he wants you to know it. His love is not empty and it is not just a feeling. He demonstrated his love for you in that he sent his son Jesus to die on a cross for your sins. But his love did not stop there. He's working to provide you a great life. He offers you peace, hope, and joy, all because he loves you perfectly. As you go through your day, I pray that you would hear the God of creation telling you that he loves you more.
To find out more, click on groundwire.net. Groundwire.net. A Star
Starty 8 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
A non-believer cannot wrap their mind around what you believe unless the Holy Spirit tells them or shows them. That is why I always pray that the Holy Spirit will work in the hearts of people when I speak. And I pray that the Holy Spirit will work in the heart of a person when I'm sharing my faith. Because sometimes people will come up to me and say, Greg, you're an evangelist. Tell me what I can say that will make a person believe. Like I have some secret. Okay, don't share this with anybody. Only us evangelists know about it. But if you say this, and they'll believe. Okay, no, there's nothing like that. It's just the work of the Spirit. There's actually a bit of mystery to it. And I kind of love that because I don't know. I just know it when I see it.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
reviews are in on Pastor Jason Mills. They're coming up. It's 8:26.
Hi today.
No, didn't I have your mic on? How?
Come on.
Go ahead, say it, Steve-O.
110 degrees.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
That's right. So yeah, we've been reading reviews. Some are good, some are bad. Appreciate the Starmy hooking us up with some sweet reviews on Yelp.
Yeah.
That's right.
We even had somebody chime in that said, hey, by the way, I heard the review of the edible arrangement. I work at the place it was supposed to be delivered to.
Oh, my gosh.
And I want to say, to be fair, the church actually did apologize and sent a new edible arrangement.
Wow.
So let's clear their name. I won't say the name of the church because we didn't say the name of the church. But thank you for telling me the name of the church.
That's awesome.
Because now I know. Copper Point. I'm just kidding.
Oh, come on. You know his legacy.
It was Copper Point.
Okay.
Jason, do you go and read
never
Yelp
gonna live that
reviews?
down.
Are you the type of person that puts a lot of stock in what other people think or write?
Only
for a
when I
review?
want to lose faith in humanity.
Yeah.
No, I've read a couple. You read some like for here at Calvary, and some are really great. Others, you're like, dude, what is your problem? Who hurt you?
Yeah.
Because it's like, they'll be like, they tried to open carry their firearm into the sanctuary, and you're like, and they're indignant that someone asked them to either put it away or to please leave.
Right.
And you're like, what did you think was going to happen?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's a church, but it's still private property, and they can enforce their own standards.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe not that. And then you look at the guys like other comments, and it's like all like just flame everywhere for like Scarpas and at the Lobo game, and you're like, okay, dude, listen.
Yeah. Why so mad?
And it's funny because I was reading one of a church, and it was a 1-star, and I won't say the name of the church, but they were mad because they wore a fanny pack to church, and then they were upset because security was rude because they asked to look inside the fanny pack. And so I'm thinking, oh man, that's kind of messed up. Just because he's wearing a fanny pack, they're gonna search. Did they search like the all women's purses then?
Okay,
but then I find out the guy has a firearm in the fanny pack. Well, yeah, I see why.
Yeah, a dude
It's
walking
like
in
my
with a fanny pack.
gun-shaped fanny pack.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sir, that's not a fanny pack. That's a holster.
Yeah, right? That's basically what a fanny pack is.
Also,
I never
too,
thought about it that way.
If you're at church security and you see a dude wearing a fanny pack, that's immediately suspicious.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say, it's like that scene in Men in Black where he only shoots the little girl with like physics books.
Oh, I got a review in for Pastor Jason Mills. Here we go.
Oh, no.
Ooh, 2 stars. All right, this is
That's
what
about
they
right.
said.
That's about right.
I ran into Jason Mills on the Calvary campus one morning. And he is not a pastor. He is a wizard. He's a sorceress.
I mean,
a sorceress or a sorcerer?
Sorcerer.
We've come to the
is
conclusion
female.
that you are the love child of Gandalf and Jason Mraz. So.
Yeah, dude.
Listen, just because I wear fancy hats doesn't mean I'm the love child of Jason Mraz.
But you have a great voice.
Thank you. I like Jason Mraz a lot.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Did you know that Jason can sing?
It's happened.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
it does.
Do you throw on some Jason Mraz karaoke?
No, dude.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that a review of me doesn't say, yeah, he was weird and super awkward in person, because that's about right.
I don't think so. I think you're a
Sometimes.
very pleasant, normal dude that
Well,
just
thank you,
looks
Dex.
like a wizard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like a hipster wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's kind of a vibe I have.
No, it's a cool vibe.
I've had it for a long time.
You're very approachable.
Thanks, man.
I'll never forget when I first started working here, my first interaction with,
I remember this too.
with Pastor Jason Mills. I used to get here at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I don't know. I was just so tired. I don't know what was going on. But I forgot to shut the alarm off.
Right.
And so I just
I remember
I just
this.
moseyed on into my office, and then I think I had music on or something, and I did hear something going on in the background, but I just thought it was a computer kind of wigging out.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, at like 3:15 a.m., I get a tap on my shoulder, and it's Jason, and he goes, "Hey." You want to shut the alarm off? That was my first interaction.
Did not say it like that.
And I was like, oh, yeah, oh, what?
I tap him on the shoulder. He immediately evacuates his bowels. And then,
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, your alarm's going off. And you're like, what? Oh, is that what that is?
And I ran over there, like did you even shut it off? I don't even think you shut it off.
I didn't have the code for this side of the building.
You didn't have the code.
Yeah, now you're like, oh, is that what that is? I'm like, yes, the loud alarm sound. That's the alarm.
Do you guys are you guys still on call?
Yes.
Do they do that? So that's what happened is Jason. It was like his time to be on call.
It was the phone guy.
The emergency
so
phone.
if the alarm goes off, then you have to like get out of bed and go to the church. And investigate.
Well, fortunately, at the time I was living like a 3-minute drive from church.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't so bad. And then, but here's the thing. I felt so bad for you because your face was like, oh no.
I felt terrible.
Yeah, I could tell.
I really did.
And so I like hung out and like chatted with you like for a half an hour.
We did. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
You made a huge impact on my life.
Yeah. Clearly, yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, now here's my thought process. For the person who is on call that has to come down to check to see if somebody broke in.
Right.
Packing heat, dude?
No.
What?
I don't pack heat.
So what would you do? Did it ever run through your mind? Like, all right, if I show up at church.
What if this isn't
and somebody broke in?
So here's the thought process. First of all, we asked the alarm company, like, I hope Vince isn't going to get mad at me for saying all this, but like, is it an external alarm or internal alarm? So if it's an external alarm, low chance there's going to be anything. Maybe the wind shook it, or it was a malfunction, or a bird smacked into the window and set off the alarm,
Yeah.
But if it's internal, then that's different. And so I always let someone else know I'm going to be here. I kind of look around. But in that case, I asked the person, hey, what part of the building, what code? And they said it was the studio. And I look at my clock and I'm like, I think I know what that is.
Yeah, some guy broke into the radio station to take over.
No, because I knew that you got here like at 3 a.m.
Okay,
and so I was like, it's probably Dex.
Yeah.
And sure enough, I kind of roll up on campus and I see your light on and I'm like, okay, it's Dex.
I feel like though, just some advice. Get some mace. Get some sort of weapon, dude.
Yeah.
Get a weapon.
Listen, just because I'm not packing heat doesn't mean I don't have a weapon.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because honestly, here's the thing. A lot of people ask me about that because there are several members of the pastoral staff who can still carry.
Mm-hmm.
And people will ask me, and I'm like, well, here's the thing. If I carry a handgun, that means I have a new set of options available to me. And most of those options, I'm not okay with.
Yeah.
And so I just don't make those options available to me.
Yeah.
So would I be willing to take a bullet to save someone? Absolutely. The jury's still out for me whether or not I would place a bullet to save someone. It's a different scenario.
What if the guy was gonna attack a child?
Oh my gosh.
Would you shoot this criminal?
We got a review of Jason.
Oh,
do we really?
Yeah, we got a review.
Thank you, Steve-O. You're a
review
good friend.
of Jason Mills. You got 4 stars.
Ooh,
4 stars?
you got
okay.
4 stars.
Maybe I can.
This man is wonderful. Always has fantastic biblical perspective, great at seeing gospel themes in various media sources, realistic relationship with the world and culture. However, loses a star because he tells us the wrong temperature every time. Would visit again.
Would visit again. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Good.
It's just another public service I provide.
Yes, absolutely. So there you go.
I love that.
Dude.
Oh, so awesome.
We going to get into some nerd talk? Or
Yeah,
what?
let's do it.
But we have to take a break.
What?
Okay, good, because I want to warn people. Coming up.
I'm not Tamara. Don't do that.
Yeah. Coming up. Our nerd talk is going to dive into Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Marvel released like 20-something movie posters. Did you see these?
No.
Okay. We're going to talk about these, and it does have some ramifications on the snap, on who is alive, on who is dead, and if you have seen the film but you don't want to know anything about like maybe some people that weren't dusted on screen, we now have some answers that affect the life and or death of some universe. So we're gonna talk about that. If you don't want to know anything about Endgame, I wouldn't tune in because we're gonna dive into it.
Did Cuba Gooding Jr. survive?
Dude, show me the money. Love him.
All right, live from the
He
Dream
has
Star
to survive,
Remodel,
right?
Stardate Studios. We'll be right back. Nerd Talk is next.
On Star 88, Robert Morris brings us this PowerPoint.
We are preserving our world from ending. We are preserving our society from decaying. The more you take Christian faith, principles, and morality out of society, the quicker that society will die and decay. You think about it. We took prayer out of our schools, look what's happened. We took the 10 Commandments out, look what's happened. Our society, the sooner you take the salt out, but it doesn't, I would love to see prayer in schools, I'd love to see all that, but there are still Christians in schools. There are still Christians in courtrooms. There could be Christians on the school board, Christians on the city council, Christians in the state legislature, and we could preserve our society because we are salt.
A PowerPoint with Robert Morris. This is Star 88.
Sing to me, baby, in your native tongue. Sing the words of the wise and the young. Show me the place where your words come from. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. Feel your heartbeat, bang the drum. Open up your eyes and fill your lungs. The same word from where the stars are flung. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. My heart is a beating drum. My head in oblivion. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. My friend, where did we go wrong? My Lord, we forgot our sound. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. Sing it to me, whisper into my ear. Accusers' voices start to disappear. In the wind, in the tongues of the flame. In my soul, in my one true name. Back before we learned the words to start a fight. Back before they told us that the haters were right. He spoke the truth, let there be, and there was. Love's the language, love's your native tongue. My heart is a beating drum. My head in oblivion. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. My friend, where did we go wrong? My Lord, we forgot our sound. My soul such a long way from my lips, my lungs, my native tongue. So sing it out, get loud, yeah. Louder than the voices in the crowd, yeah. Even when they try to drown you out, yeah. Your lips, your lungs, your native tongue. So sing it out, get loud, yeah. Louder than the darkness and the doubts, yeah. Louder than the curses and the shouts, yeah. Your lips, your lungs, your native tongue.
Switchfoot, native tongue. It's on Star 88.
High of 79
No,
degrees.
No.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's not
Sorry.
the formula, Jason.
Oh, sorry, I get excited.
Gosh, we live in a world where people will go to our Yelp and write a review. Think about that.
I'd like to issue a formal apology to all the Stormy members.
841.
No, I apologize. Go ahead. High of 79 degrees.
79?
Yeah, that's
79.
true.
Dude, that is true.
That is true.
It's so
Check
hot.
that before I hit the button.
I
I need you to double check.
I can
We are a
neither
station.
confirm
We're like Fox News. We're balanced. We're fair.
Well, then, according to Google, 77. So let's split the difference.
78.
77.
78.
That would be splitting.
All right, guys. I warned you before the break. We are going to dive into some nerd. And with that, hopefully no one will be hurt. We're going to talk a little Avengers Endgame, and because of that, I want to give a spoiler warning. If you don't want to know anything about Marvel's Avengers Endgame, can I just tell you right now, time to tune out.
I just want to be happy.
Time to tune out. Yesterday, Marvel released posters.
Ooh, yeah, I saw those.
They look amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They released movie posters that have a character, and it says Avenge the Fallen. And some of these movie posters are in color.
Some of them are in black and white.
Some of them are in black and white. The black and white obviously representing those who were dusted in the snap.
Yep.
And there were a few surprises on both sides. Taking a look at everything, mainly only one surprise on the dusted side.
Yeah.
So if you've seen Avengers Infinity War, of course, at the end, Thanos wins. And Marvel actually released a pretty cool little featurette called We're in the Endgame Now.
Good choice.
And it's an interview with like Robert Downey Jr. and all of these actors talking about like we've built this world where the heroes always win. So so when they were preparing for Avengers Infinity War, it's like what would happen if the good guys lose?
Yeah.
Like how is the world going to respond? And let's create this universe. And of course, we all know they did.
Right.
The good guys lose, and half of the world was immediately snapped into dust. We saw most of the characters, the posters they released yesterday. Chadwick Boseman, of course. So we got Black Panther, Chris Pratt, So we got Star-Lord, we got Gamora, we've got Doctor Strange, we've got Spider-Man, we've got Nick Fury, Mantis, Drax, all these characters that were dusted. We've got Scarlet Witch, Vision, Loki.
Wait, what?
Loki?
Loki wasn't dusted.
But he's dead.
He is dead,
He is dead. We've got Winter Soldier, Falcon. We've got the Wasp. We've got Groot.
Yeah.
And then we've got a character that was not dusted in the movie, so nobody knew her fate.
Oh, that's right.
And her name is Shuri.
Shuri.
That would be Black Panther's sister.
Oh.
According to this movie poster, she dead.
Mm-hmm.
She gone.
No way.
Yeah.
I liked her a lot.
Yeah,
she was
I know.
super sweet.
Dude,
she's awesome.
Twitter erupted yesterday with anger.
She's the really smart one?
Because, yes.
And sarcastic and awesome.
Angela Bassett, who plays Black Panther's mother, she was talking in an interview this last year and mentioned how her and Shuri had survived.
Yeah.
And apparently the writers were like, nah, girl.
So that's a nice thought.
That's
no.
cool, but you don't have the say in who lives and who dies. So according
who tells your story.
According to this anyways, she gone.
Yeah.
But
which is crazy because the snap happens in Wakanda and you see a ton of people go, but Shuri was back at the palace?
She was trying to like get Vision's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And then Vision kind of, goes off the farm and then we don't see her again.
Trish is sad because she said she's my favorite Disney princess.
She is.
Dude, Shuri is amazing.
She's great.
She's an incredible character. She's also a solid believer in Jesus.
Oh, really?
Oh, dude. If you've never seen interviews with her, Relevant Magazine actually ran a pretty great article about her. And man, now, of course, because we're talking about her, I'm absolutely blanking. Letitia Wright. And it was amazing. We talked about it once before. It was about a year ago. And she talked about her faith in Jesus. And man, I was, it was last February, about a year ago now. She talked about how Christianity changed her life. She was on it was a UK talk show called The Morning, and she joined her co-star from Get Out. He was in Get Out. He was in Black Panther.
He's the dude who kind of like has the
Daniel Kaluuya,
the cape shield thing in the right.
Yeah. So they talked about the movie, and her road back to acting, because she actually stepped away from the industry for a time because it was overwhelming. It was gross. It was all of these things. And she said, I needed to take a break from acting because I idolized it. So I came off from it, and I went on a journey to discover my relationship with God. And in that time, I became a Christian.
Awesome.
Yeah. It really just gave me so much love and light within myself. I felt secure, like I didn't need validation from anyone else or getting apart. My happiness wasn't dependent upon that.
Yep.
It was dependent upon my relationship with God. And so, yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah,
That's
she said,
awesome.
I'm not perfect. As a Christian, you're not perfect.
No.
You know, you're walking every day and trying to stay connected. I'm really grateful, and I'm centered in who I am in Jesus. And so, dude, I love her.
Yeah.
She's an amazing actress. She did a
is.
great job in Black Panther. R.I.P.
Yeah.
RIP, as my kids would say. I hear this regularly when they're
Rip.
playing Fortnite. They
Yeah.
like headshot somebody and they're like, RIP! And I'm like, I love that. I love everything about that. So, on the flip side, they released a bunch of color posters as well for characters that are alive. And of course, you got Captain America, you got Captain Marvel, Thor, War Machine, Groot.
Wait.
And
Groot?
I mean, I'm sorry, Rocket.
Rocket. I'm like, wait a second.
Wait a second. But then, here's some interesting ones. Valkyrie, who we haven't seen since Thor Ragnarok. She was on the ship at the beginning of Infinity War.
And then they get like shifted back to Earth, and she's just there?
I don't know. Oh, she hasn't shown up. She wasn't in Infinity War.
Maybe she's the one who rescues Iron Man and Nebula.
Yeah. Yeah. See, people are mad now. Somebody said, I was hoping Shuri survived and used her intelligence and innovation to somehow help. Somebody said, next time, give a spoiler warning, to which I say, I gave 3.
Yeah.
So
he did. He gave a lot. Sorry.
Yeah.
Gosh, we're going to get so many negative reviews. So many now.
So Valkyrie is on this movie poster.
Which is great. That means she's going to be in the movie. She was great.
Wong is on a movie poster.
That's
You
great.
never knew his fate, which makes me happy. And speaking of happy Hogan is on a poster.
Looking very intimidating.
So for those that John Favreau, who directed the first and second Iron Man films, he's the bodyguard of Iron Man, at least in the beginning, and then he's kind of become like this bodyguard protector of Peter Parker in Homecoming, but he really wasn't a part of Infinity War. So he's got a character poster, which lends to the fact that maybe he'll have a part to play.
Either they wanted to show people who had lost something, or they just ran out of people with big names to show on the posters.
Yeah.
Because isn't, what's her name? Pepper on there too?
Yeah, I was going to say, the other list is Tony Stark, Black Widow, Mark Ruffalo, so of course the Hulk. We've got, oh my gosh, I can't remember her character name.
Oh, she's great too.
Yeah,
she's
she
the
is.
chief of security. The
Chief
warrior.
of security for Black Panther.
Man, she's rad.
Michonne, bro.
Michonne.
Michonne. Hawkeye, who we know is going to play Ronan. Ant-Man. Oh my gosh, why am I blanking right now? I'm trying to name Nebula. And Pepper Potts was the last character poster they revealed. And I'm not going to lie, I think I was happy, but I'm also very nervously, tragically expectant that means Pepper's alive, so there's gonna be a death scene. You're gonna get a moment between Pepper Potts and Tony Stark that you probably don't want, and I am gonna be inconsolable for a month.
Yeah, exactly, because in the trailer it's him saying goodbye to Pepper, right? And then, oh, surprise, he survives, everything's okay, and then wouldn't be a great, flip of the script, and then he loses her.
Yeah.
So, I can see that happening for sure.
Yeah.
And that's a very Marvel thing to do, the whole concept of what if the hero's lost?
Yeah.
Right? Because Marvel's all about the flawed characters. They're not perfect.
Right.
They all have their own demons. And so when you put flawed people together, they can do a lot of great things, but the fact that they can't do everything, it shouldn't be surprising. And goes for a great story.
Yeah. Yeah. Tim, by the way, pointed out that the ship they stole from the Grand Master was on top of the Asgardian ship at the end of Ragnarok, but in the beginning of Infinity War, it's no longer on top of the ship, and so maybe she took off, because we don't know what happened to her.
Yeah.
I'm glad she's alive because she's an amazing. So, but yeah, somebody, Katie said, Agent Hill.
Yeah, I know.
She was dusted.
She was.
She was dusted at the end of the end credit scene.
Yeah.
So we know what happened to her.
Yeah, I love Hill. I loved her in the comics. She's great.
Oh yeah, Okoye. Okoye is the
Okoye. Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
That would be
so. What do you
Dana
think?
Garai's
Just
character.
to shift a little bit, what do you think of this new Men in Black thing with Valkyrie and Thor in it?
What do I think of it?
Yeah. Like, do you like that idea? Like, I mean, because here's the thing:
Of them in the same world.
No, the Men in Black movie coming out with those two actors.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so like,
Oh, I'm gonna see it because the actors.
Yeah.
That movie looks bad.
and not in an '80s way, but like
Yes,
bad meaning
yes,
good, but like
yes.
terrible.
Not in a Michael Jackson bad way.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't reference him anymore, man.
Why? Because he's dead.
Well, no, he's been dead for a decade.
Yeah.
You know, documentary. You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
okay.
want to reference. him.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you mean like Weird Al Yankovic's Fat?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Like, I saw the trailer for Men in Black, the reboot, and I was like, what? Really? Already? And then we showed our kids just here recently Men in Black, the first one, and then realized it is 20 years old.
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'll go back and watch.
What was that? Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I don't know. But I love the opportunity to see those two characters, those two actors together again, because they have great chemistry. And especially now that Hemsworth is exploring more of his kind of like subtle kind of comedic stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a good venue
It'll
for
be
him.
fun.
But
It'll
I mean,
be fun.
Is it going to be any better than R.I.P.,
I mean,
which was basically Men in Black
yeah.
with ghosts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So John says, so do these posters possibly mean that these characters are dead as of the beginning of Endgame? I know they're making another Black Panther movie, so he can't end the movie dead. Yes, that's exactly what it is. The ones that are in black and white
Yeah.
are the dusted characters.
Right.
The ones that didn't survive the snap. The color posters are the ones that who did survive the snap. So that's exactly what it is. They dropped like 20-something posters yesterday. So Aaron's like, where was the Coulson poster? You
Agent
know, like,
Coulson?
We don't know about Agent Coulson. We don't know where he is.
He's still in Shield. He's still in Agents of Shield, isn't he?
Yeah. So somebody said, but what about Aunt May and M'Baku? Those are the ones I want to know.
M'Baku.
Dude, I love him. Did you
M'Baku's
know,
great.
I actually was reading an article about him recently.
Yeah.
And when Winston Duke is his name, he is the dopest. He's in a
Yeah.
brand new movie called Us. Please no spoilers. I can't wait to see that movie. But when he was auditioning for this film, he had no idea he was auditioning for Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. They keep it super secret.
So he didn't realize it was a Marvel movie. He had no idea that he was given a fake script, but they gave him this completely fake script.
Yeah.
To like, here's your lines, these are your pages. And he said, I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know what the movie was that I was auditioning for. They didn't tell you. So I auditioned without knowing what kind of a movie even he was auditioning for. He said they gave us all fake scripts. You signed a non-disclosure agreement, and then they send you these parts of the scripts provided to actors for use in the audition that they just made up off the cuff that they wrote, and you had to memorize it, and you flushed it out, and you created this character, and you go in there, and then he didn't use any of that, of course, but he said it wasn't until he had a director session, which was the third time around. It was the third time he went in, and he was already getting ready for it. And Ryan Coogler was there,
right?
Who is the director of Black Panther. And it was in that moment that it was like, ding, I'm part of Black Panther. I'm doing Black Panther.
Well, they did that to Gal Gadot with Wonder Woman. She came back to LA twice from Israel and had no idea it was for Wonder Woman. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty common these days because the secrecy has just gone way up.
Yeah, through the roof, to a point where this actor, who's I love his role.
Yeah,
his character's amazing.
integral role.
Yeah, and he had no idea until the third time he was meeting with them.
So those like little bits of the script are called sides. So like what kind of sides do you give somebody to show if they would be a good like guerrilla tribesman?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
because that's truly the leader of he's the leader of that clan.
Yeah, he has to
and he's got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
like, and you're like,
no, that's, yeah.
So like,
truly,
how do
you write these fake scripts?
Eke that out of him. Now
like,
pretend
we're
you're
working on a Planet of the Apes feature.
you're actually a zookeeper and it's a rom-com, and you think your dead girlfriend's been reincarnated into the monkey, so How would you talk to the monkey?
Communicate? Yeah.
I think we need to write that, by the way.
Yeah.
Hallmarkchannel.com.
Dude, we just got the best meme in the world, by the way, from a member of the Starmy who chimed in because Fandango announced the exact runtime of Avengers Endgame, and somebody put, "Black churches have prepared me for such a time as this." It is 3 hours and 2 minutes long.
I would be mad if it was a second less.
I agree, because people are like, man, 3 hours. And I'm going, they have been building this story for a decade.
They've earned it.
Everyone needs their moment.
Yeah.
Like, and it would be
there
a
an
disservice
intermission?
to... No!
Okay.
I'm not going with him. He'll fall asleep.
No,
I
don't
will
go with him.
They can't go to the
Take me.
Cinturio.
I'll go with
They
you.
can't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder if they'll have like 4 like curtain calls like Return of the King did. You know, where they end the movie like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like,
Dude.
all right, we're out. We can do whatever we want.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, dude, coming up, we got to talk about this real quick. Can you hang out for a sec?
I got 15 more minutes, yeah.
Our boy Dento chimed in because his kid did a science fair project, and I know you're a nerd.
Yeah.
You know, so they tested plants' growth based upon different types of music.
Yeah.
And the satanic music did better than the Christian praise music. So he's wondering, you know, does it have to do with deception or hypocrisy of mainstream praise music? Or why did the satanic music do better than the Christian music on a plant? And I'm like, man, you got too much time on your hands. I'll answer in 7 seconds.
Seriously.
I thought that'd be fun.
All right.
Good old science fair.
Yeah, I kind of want to know what he considers satanic music. You know, what is he putting in there as far as
Cannibal
satanic?
Corpse.
Oh.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, that's a strong play, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Gosh.
Slayer. You know.
Yeah, satanic.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang out.
Worship isn't only about emotions. Skip Heitzig says it's about much more than that.
Hotspot. Worship is not working ourselves up into some emotional outburst or frenzy, and once we get into the mood, we go, now that is worship. It involves the mind.
Here's another hit of truth from Skip.
Worship should engage the mind as we dwell on the greatness of God.
Want more from Skip? Visit connectwithskip.com. Connectwithskip.com. There's never a time when God can't be worshipped.
There's no valley, there is no depth, there is no darkness where God is not worthy of all praise and all glory.
Enjoy Skip's teachings from the comfort of your home. Add the Skip Heitzig channel to your Roku device.
God is worthy of all of our worship. God is good all of the time, and our worship should be the natural flow to a God who is most worthy.
Hi, it's Dex. We want you to share your star story. How has Star 88 and the Morning Invasion impacted your life?
My name is Ted, and I represent a team of artists and creatives that travel around the world doing community events in inner cities and skate parks and villages. I want you to know that our staff, as we work in the office and coffee houses around Nashville, preparing for the work we do in over 100 cities throughout the United States, for 20 countries worldwide. We listen often to Star 88 and are blessed by the mix of worship. Feel like we get it. We know what it must be like for all of you to maybe not always be understood as a ministry making a huge impact and a difference. We have a lot of friends in radio, but there's something about Star 88 that's really special.
We want to hear your star story. Call us now, 505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. And share your star story.
This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe. Rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Let's go! I try to cover my shine. I try staying in the lines. I don't wanna hide. No, not tonight. You want me to take my lights, fit it in your box, right? I want you to look me in the eye. Ready or not, here I come. very deep inside. Yeah, this little light of mine, it's time to let it shine a bit, cause there's no point in hiding it. It's everything I am, the source of all my hope, and it's the reason why I stand. I pledge allegiance to being somebody real. There's no more holding it back. I'm showing them how I feel, cause love is more than a word. It's a noun and a verb, and hiding it's absurd. You heard?
Ready or not, here I come. I'm about to show you where the light comes from. Oh, ready or not, here I come. This is who I'm heading. I'ma take it all over the world. To the young, to the old, boy and girl. Ready or not, here I come. I'ma show the world where the love is. Ready or not, where the love is. Ready or not, ready or not.
Britt Nicole, Ready or Not, it's on Star 88, 903.
High of 78 degrees.
Welcome back. Welcome to our show. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 studios. Pastor Jason Mills hanging out.
Good morning.
Talking nerd. Spoiling. In-game. You know, the huge. Good morning. Good morning.
Like we do.
Yeah, that's cool. But no more spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler-free zone.
You threw out a question that Starmy member threw out on YouTube Live. That's right. We're live on YouTube at Star 88 FM if you want to watch the show. Steve-O?
That's right. Welcome. If you did not know, last week was regionals for the science fair. I know because my son Jack created a compression sleeve for archery that would allow your arm to not shake or whatever when you're like doing stuff, whatever.
Very scientific.
I will tell you right now, I was there. It was at the Manuel Lujan building over at the State Fairgrounds, and I was losing my mind. There's some 12-year-olds that were. The one was on teleportation.
No way.
I'm not being funny, and he was serious.
Yeah.
There were some crazy 8-foot weather vane wind turbine things. I mean, it was like, no, this is real, dog. That's
awesome.
This is the super nerd. Like, this is Ames, you know?
Yeah.
Like, they were part of this, the Albuquerque Institute of Mathematics and Science, where my son goes.
Do you know what my son did for his science fair project?
No.
The probability effectiveness on different styles of dice.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
So he tested 4 different kind of dice, some from the dollar store, some from
He
Costco,
is your child.
some that from me, and some from Chessex. And no one's doing it.
That dollar store is a cheap dice, I'm sure.
I mean, I want to spoil it, but I won.
Oh, of course you did.
Yeah. So, hey, he's 13 today, my son.
Oh my gosh.
Way. That's cool.
He's probably listening right now. Jacob, I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
How old, man?
When does he go to Jake?
Jake? Well, at home, he's already Jake.
Oh.
So we just, Jake.
Okay. It'll come back. Because there was the middle years where it was like Steve, and now I hate Steve.
Yeah.
Steve's the worst name.
But that's what everybody calls you. Like,
I
all your friends
hate
call
it.
you that.
And every time Chrissy calls me Steve, I'm like, stop.
Yeah, she does.
Is that like when you're in trouble?
She does. No, she just calls me Steve.
Yeah, the first time I was at your house, she called you Steve, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, she does it all the time.
Yeah,
my family either calls me Steve-O. Like, seriously, family members.
Yeah.
Scotty calls me Steve-O. Nobody calls me Steve.
Britt calls you Steve.
She calls me Steven.
Yeah.
And Steve, because I heard her a couple times call you Steve.
She calls me Steve when she's...
And she's usually always irritated.
Because Steven, I'll take Steven all day. That's my real name. That's my name, yo.
Yeah.
Steve is the worst.
Yeah.
Steve.
So science fair.
Anyway, science fair.
Yes.
Jen said science fair projects are the devil. Thank God they're able to do most of them solo now. Her daughters go to Ames as well.
Oh, gosh.
Yes. We're in the same crew. Yeah. Represent.
Ames Pete.
Ames crew. Dude, I'm serious. Like 6th grade science fair, I'm going, why?
Yeah.
Why, Lord?
6th grade's rough. But you
Why
get to
have you
like
tested
7th
me
and
in
8th,
this way?
It's better.
Like, why? because it's like trying to help them with everything,
Yeah.
and they're already over my head because it's Ames.
Yeah.
So it's not like when I was a kid and I'm like, the probability of finding a Michael Jordan basketball card in a pack of cards.
Yeah.
That was really one of
Right,
mine.
'cause you get to
I
buy
wanted my
cards.
mom to buy me 50 packs of basketball cards.
That-
No,
you
for
know,
real.
beautiful.
That was
For
really
science,
mine.
yeah.
For science, yeah.
Yeah.
The
But the ki-
probability of,
Yeah, but the kids at Ames are have like the Stark Fellowship.
Oh, dude, yeah. No, it's real. And it goes deep.
Yeah.
Case in point, Dentos. They wanted to know what types of music would affect plant growth.
Yeah.
Which I think we did light one year.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, so there was an experiment in India back in the 70s where they wanted to see if plants would react to stimuli more than just, water and sunlight. And so like temperature and amount of light and even noise ended up being a contributing factor to their growth. And he found that playing classical music throughout a couple of week period would help bamboo plants grow up to 20 to 65%.
Wow.
So kind of proving that they are in some ways aware of their environment.
Right.
And then he tried, I think it was like wheat stalks out in the field and played some music that was more like traditional to the area. And then he also tried doing it with just barefoot dancers on a hard surface with no musical accompaniment.
Yeah.
And both helped them grow or develop faster.
See, I heard that plants don't necessarily it's more they hear the vibrations.
Yeah, it's about the
or
vibrations.
Feel the vibrations.
Yeah, they don't
for,
hear in
For
the classical
example,
sense.
a lot of plants, when they hear a crunching sound,
Mm-hmm.
that's like, oh my gosh, I'm about ready to get eaten.
Yeah.
And some plants will even change the way they taste, so they
Right.
taste bitter.
Or they can send out kind of chemical response so that other plants of the same kind nearby can give a heads up. I mean, they can't escape, but they could do other things. Like
Do you
to
kind of
change
feel
enzymes.
bad for eating salad now?
No.
Because I do.
I feel
do.
bad when I
Yeah.
eat salad.
Mm.
I love
But
salad.
that's different. No, you like ranch. Yeah. So, but
They're
here's
very
the
complex,
thing. And
though.
so
It's crazy.
it is, and I mean, God has made some really intricate things that we don't really think about. We're like, oh, that's grass. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's a sunflower. Who cares? But they're more complex than we ever imagined. Like most of creation, we keep discovering more and more things inside microbiology and all this other stuff. So it's not surprising. So his experiment was, what did he play? He played like Wagner or Mozart versus Cannabis Corpse. What is it?
Yeah, Slayer and
Slayer,
Cannabis Corpse.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and what were the-
Cannibal.
Cannibal, of course. Yeah,
Or
sorry.
Cannabis Corpse.
I've got plants on the brain. So
Yeah.
So what were the results that he had? Did which one did
Like,
better?
He
Basically-
said satanic music had a better effect than
Cannibal Corpse and Slayer did better than Hillsong and Bethel.
Right. So here's the thing.
So he was wondering if they were like false prophet worship people. I'm not joking, dude.
Yeah.
He goes deep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, it's Dento.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
He does this sometimes. And then I'm like, dang, dude, you're overthinking the wrong things.
Yeah.
Steve-O goes nuts.
Yeah, he needs to stay off YouTube.
He just
sometimes.
reminds me of some family members of mine.
Yeah.
I don't know
that
why
I
you
want to
respond,
choke
man.
sometimes.
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's two questions really kind of
In love, Dento.
nestled inside what he's asking. And that is some music inherently good or is some music inherently evil? In that sense of good and evil.
Yeah.
And the answer is no. You can't pick out a specific progression of chords, type of chords, or
If you go
even
to an
title
old school
rhythm.
AG church, they will say that's true actually because the hymns are of Jesus and modern worship is of the devil.
You mean the hymns that were originally bar songs?
Shh, you can't tell them that. They'll have
Oh.
heart attacks. They're
Oh.
very old.
Sorry, I apologize. Yeah. So that's the thing. People have done this in the past.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
certain denominations and even cultures like where I grew up. Absolutely. These kinds of things were
DC
were
Talk was
evil.
of the devil.
Oh yeah, because it was so close to it. Yeah.
Rap.
So the answer obviously there is no. It's about what the music promotes and what you do with that music. Now the other question is why would something so aggressive like Cannibal Corpse or Slayer produce a better effect than something very chill like Bethel? And the reason I think, according to some of the research that I've seen, is it's about the tempo and it's about the bass. It's all about that
That's
bass.
exactly what Aaron said.
Did you see the latest study on cheese? They did with cheese?
No.
Where they did different types of music. And the best music to play for your cheese to have the
To age it
best
well.
quality
Age it well.
taste is Tribe Called Quest.
That was
I love that.
real.
Yeah.
And I think
Again,
Aaron's on it.
vibrations
It's
and
the
beats.
BPM.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And
who
so-
doesn't want some Tribe, yo?
Yeah, Tribe is great.
You got the Tribe, y'all?
And that's the thing. And so it's about rhythm and about beat and about the vibration.
Yeah.
And so those songs are going to have a lot more lower tones and more ongoing stuff. Now, here's the thing. Some people have done these experiments and found that rock music has killed plants. And in those experiments, they played the same stuff nonstop for like 2 weeks and straight up killed the plant.
Right.
The exact same music on different plants of the same kind for 3 hours a day for 2 weeks, and they grew better than the control.
Yeah.
So you can overdo it.
Yeah.
They actually they played an F note at a certain pitch for like 2 weeks, and it killed the plant.
Wow.
So like you can overdo it.
Yeah.
Like with anything.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
And with the cheese, that's really interesting, but I'm not surprised because it's bacteria that causes cheese to be cheese.
Exactly.
And so they're responding to the vibrations as well. I love it.
Yeah. So, but don't base your thesis of whether or not Christian music is actually honoring God or not based upon this science fair project.
You can do that by listening to the lyrics.
Yeah. And discernment. And
Yeah.
so, man alive. Oh, gosh. I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, I think sometimes we overanalyze.
Yeah.
I've seen way too many YouTube videos on conspiracy theories or Illuminati type stuff within the church that makes me want to punch things.
Yeah.
It's kind of the theme of the day. We're looking at Yelp reviews and I'm going, man, you got bigger problems than this 1-star review.
The things
We need to
people
pray for
say
them.
on the internet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever watch conspiracy theory like videos on
Nope.
YouTube just for fun?
I
do.
actually
Used to.
watch Conspiracy
I do.
Theory Thursdays
Matt ruined it.
with Britt and Seth McVeigh. It's
Yeah,
on
that's true.
Facebook and Instagram if you'd like to watch.
Oh, okay. Right on. Yeah. There's a lot of fun stuff out there, but some of it is so patently ridiculous. You don't have to spend a lot of time to.
But it's
to
kind
look
of
at it.
fun.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've had coworkers here who like totally believe we didn't land on the moon
Right.
and have some good reasons for it.
Did you watch that Flat Earth documentary on
I
Netflix?
sure did.
It was great.
It was excellent.
It was funny,
I've had-
actually.
I've
I thought
had-
it was an SNL skit for a little bit. It was
For a
like,
little bit,
I was
yeah.
like, is this real? Because I feel like these are the wrong people to, well, maybe
No,
it's not the wrong.
they're
the
exactly
right,
the right
yeah.
people. Mark
For
Sargent
people
knows
that
what
are,
he's talking about.
Exactly. But it's almost like if you're a flat earther, though, watching that documentary, which I live with a flat earther,
Yeah.
and he was kind of like, oh, I don't want these guys representing flat
But
earth.
they
'cause-"
do.
I know, it's true.
They put on conferences and sell T-shirts and make models of what they think the world looks like.
Right.
You know, so they are the whether you like it or not, the spokespeople. And I thought that actually the documentary did a really good job of trying to be really fair and just letting the people who support it speak. Because I think they know that if they just let them speak, they sound like the way they sound,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, no.
Somebody wanted to correct us.
Yes. Go ahead.
Bar tunes were never used in hymnals. Bar form, however, which is a musical structure, was used.
Is Brian Nixon texting you?
It wasn't B-Nix.
Okay. All right. Yeah, great.
But yes, cool. Same thing. What
Yeah.
you're saying is they were tunes that people used in bars.
Yes. Like our national anthem.
Including the melody. Yes.
Mhm.
And yes. Here we go in 4/4.
Yeah. Can you
And
imagine
so it
someone
was-
drunkenly singing Bringing in the Sheaves? Seriously.
So listen.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
But what kind of bars were they? Were they bars like
Listen, back in the day,
breweries?
it was called the pub,
Yeah.
right? And
Public house.
yes, or the public place, the public square, the public whatever. The pub. That's why it's called a pub, because it's the public place. It's where people went to get their information. It's where people went to be happier because they drank yummy liquid that made them feel better. And all of these things. And they
Iced
would
tea.
sing and they would have community and they would
Yeah.
there's an amazing correlation if you look back to early pubs and you look at the church today and the structure of community groups and everything,
Yeah.
it's very similar.
Right. Because the
And so-
principles don't change no matter what's
and
going on
some
in what
fun
history.
churches even still include alcohol.
Tell us how you really feel, Steve-O.
Wow.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
but
know.
we get hung up on like
Yeah.
these weird. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, it's really easy to get off base really quick. And
Yeah.
sometimes you have to step back and just go, okay, what is essential here?
Right.
And what is just a rabbit trail that I'm going to waste my life chasing down?
Right. It would be like if Hillsong United wrote a tune called Oceans, but rather than using new melodies and music, they decided to grab, say, Metallica's Nothing Else Matters, because that's pretty melodic and amazing. And now you've got Oceans by Hillsong United.
Mm-hmm. Or
in the melody of Nothing
or
Else
Jesus
Matters.
Freak.
Right.
That used
That's
Nirvana.
that's basically what they were doing.
Yeah.
So like some good tracks. Yeah, but they really did that. And they made
they really
millions
did do that.
off of that.
They did. You said what if, and I'm like, no, they did.
No, they did. That's actually, and they finally admitted, like they hired a guitar player. We're talking back DC Talk, Jesus Freak.
90.
There's a reason why it's their biggest hit, because Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana was just
huge,
monstrous, and they said, we need that sound. We basically want that exact sound. And they hired this dude to kind of restructure
that riff.
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Did the record label ever go after him?
No, I don't think they
not to my knowledge. No,
but
because
when you listen, it's like,
oh yeah. Now
Even
when you
yeah,
because when you know, you can't not know anymore.
Right.
But I think because people like people like Vanilla Ice got away with it.
Yep.
Then people
because
started
it's dun dun dun
yeah.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah, exactly. Which he defends.
And theirs goes.
Yeah, but theirs goes dun 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 dun. Yeah, but and then when Hammer and people like that started sampling stuff, and then it kind of ushered in this new age of like everyone's obviously more clearly influencing other people, and just those kinds of lawsuits largely went away.
Yeah. By the way, you're gonna love this.
Go
Jory
ahead.
chimed in to say your answer is found in Audio Adrenaline's "The Houseplant" song,
which I let Steve-O listen to during the break
I
because he didn't know
never
it.
heard of it. I'd never heard of
Thank
it. He
you,
made
Joey.
me listen to it
That
during
was
the break.
first thing I thought.
I like how
of.
your sentence was "let me listen to it," and my sentence was "made me listen to it."
Both things are true.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway,
That's cool.
all right.
Pastor Jason Mills, everybody.
I always enjoy you.
Thanks, you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay. I'll go and delete my review.
I appreciate that. Maybe I can get that extra star I've always wanted.
You know what? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll change it. Give you a 2-star instead of a 1. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll up it to 3. Who knows?
Yeah, average. Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Hey, final thing. Happy birthday to my son, Jacob.
Yeah.
He's 13 today.
Beautiful.
By the way, Aaron wanted to let us know that Jesus Freak was actually 1995.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Smells Like Teen Spirit, 1991. So yeah.
Back police.
Yeah.
Way to jump on that really quick, guys.
Still holds true.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
My boys are in a fun stage of life right now. They love to wrestle, be tickled, but most of all, they just love to be around me. But one of my favorite things as a father is when they try to convince me that they love me more than I could ever love them. On occasion, we will get into this cycle of conversation where no one wins, but we keep telling the other, no, I love you more. The other day, I was reminded that this is one of the things that God tries to convince us of. If you could hear his gentle whispers, he would say, I love you more. He loves you more than you love yourself. He loves you more than any human being has or ever could. He loves you perfectly, and he wants you to know it. His love is not empty, and it is not just a feeling. He demonstrated his love for you in that he sent his son, Jesus, to die on a cross for your sins. But his love did not stop there. He's working to provide you a great life. He offers you peace, hope, and joy, all because he loves you perfectly. As you go through your day, I pray that you would hear the God of creation telling you that he loves you more.
To find out more, click on groundwire.net. Groundwire.net. Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
When the storms of life come, and they always come, the rain falls upon the just and the unjust, the foolish and the wise. Rains come, seasons change. I remind this to wide-eyed young couples every time we talk with them about their marriage, every time we prep them for their life together as husbands and wife. I remind them it's not always going to be easy. It's not all sunshine. There's rain in our lives, and you need to be prepared for it. And Jesus said, when the storms come, and when the rain falls, and the winds and the waves beat against your house, he said, if you build your house upon the rock, it will stand. He said, now the other man who built his house on the sand, his house fell, and great was the fall of it. It was a disaster because he had no foundation for his life and for the future of his family.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT.
the sound of sleeping. Too afraid of what might show up while you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe it. And every day you try to pick up all the pieces, all the memories that somehow never leave you. Nobody sees you. Nobody will believe it.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows. You keep a cover over every single secret. So afraid if someone saw them they would leave. But somebody sees you. Somebody will never leave you.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. God only knows how it's killing you. But there's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows.
For the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over. We could start over.
Oh, for the lonely, for the ashamed, the misunderstood and the ones to blame. What if we could start over? We could start over. We could start over. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only knows. God only knows what you've been through. God only knows what they say about you. But God only knows the real you. 'Cause there's a kind of love that God only
God only knows where to find you. God only knows how to break through. God only knows the real you. There's a kind of love that God only knows.
God only knows for King and Country.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people know for King and Country.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Joel's cool.
Joel
Luke,
is really cool.
He's all right.
We were talking about Joel this week because Christy Still, that's a conversation she enjoys having.
Oh, yeah? Does she have a crushy crush on him?
Well, when we went and saw him last time, he came out from behind the curtain to get us to go backstage, and she'd never met him before. So she had no idea what he looked like. Yeah. I've never seen my wife so flustered in her entire life. Yeah, I'm the same way, too.
Yeah.
He is a beautiful man.
Yeah, if you're human, when Joel comes out of any curtain, you feel the same way.
It was hilarious. The Jeter boys and I, we were backstage hanging out with him, and Chrissy wanted to watch Bethel. And so she was out in the crowd watching Bethel. And so when they were done, she texted us, and we walked back out to meet her. Yeah, and he came out from behind the curtain, and she just went, whoop, red, just red. Because he hadn't met her before.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've heard so much about you. Hugs. And she just melted.
Right.
He's got that Australian accent, and he's a beautiful man.
Yeah, not only is he beautiful, he has an Australian accent.
Yeah, because he's
Chris Hemsworth.
Australian. So
Jeez.
Makes sense.
926.
High today of 78 degrees.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this breaking news.
Go.
What is that?
Steve-O?
Yeah?
That is a sound that comes from Tasmania.
Oh.
It is the Tasmanian devil.
That's not a Tasmanian devil. The Tasmanian devil's like...
That's true. Yes, you are right.
That was the best I could do. Haven't seen that cartoon in a minute.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he spins around in circles, and if you were a trucker in the 90s, you had him on your arm.
That's exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You ready for this?
Oh, yeah.
You ready for this?
Here it is. A strong, murderous beast. Jaws as powerful as a steel trap.
Hold on. That's the Tasmanian devil.
That's the, yeah.
Now do tornado.
That was when he saw the
Come
fake female Tasmanian devil. Yeah.
All right.
I want to see the tornado, bro.
I'm trying to get to the tornado. Here. Where is it?
Taz. Gosh, he was so great.
No, it's not in this video. Oh. Anyways, some sad news coming out of the Albuquerque Biopark.
Oh, no.
A Tasmanian devil has passed away.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Poppy had a disease common with old age in Tasmanian devils and was humanely euthanized. He was put down.
He had a bad disease.
Mm-hmm.
Up from his brain is where he bleeds. Name that song.
For king and country.
No, man, come on. I've got a bad disease. Come on. 90s. You should know this better than
I got a bad Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah. Did somebody give you that one?
No.
Okay.
Poppy. So Poppy's the name of the Tasmanian devil. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Poppy was 9 years old.
How old did they normally live?
What? He came to the biopark from Australia in 2013, and the average lifespan for the Tasmanian devil, 4 to 5 years.
He lived twice as long.
4 to 5 years.
Could you imagine you're like 140? Like, seriously, twice as long as a normal human, and you're going, I just want to be dead.
Right?
I am 140 years
Right?
old. I hate all of this.
Gosh.
Like, we think millennials are bad. Imagine, like, 60 years from now. What's that generation going to be like? They're probably going to be hard workers, actually.
Yeah, you'll be right.
Because this generation's, like, just murdering it. Yeah.
It'll be Walking Dead for sure. For real. So the zoo is still home to two male Tasmanian devils, Cola and Schweppes. Or Schwipes.
Pause.
Or Schweppes.
No, it's Schweppes.
Or Schweppes.
You know Schweppes?
Yeah, I got it.
Like the ginger ale.
And just cover all my bases.
Listen, I know. I'm just saying, who named these Tasmanian devils? Cola and Schweppes. And which one died? The one with the normal name?
Poppy. Yeah, Poppy died. Yep.
Hi, Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. So very sad news coming out of the Albuquerque Biopark. That is very, very sad.
Remember the Stormy said they were there, and it was said that a roadrunner dropped an anvil on its head, and that's how,
Yep.
That was a coyote. It's not a Tasmanian devil. Get your cartoon references correct. Did the roadrunner ever have to fight the Tasmanian devil?
Oh, sure, all the time.
Okay.
All
Man, you
the
played
time.
that clip of Bugs Bunny, and I was like, I have not heard that voice in decades.
Yeah, made you want to grab your little blankie and
I
just
know,
cuddle up on the
dude.
couch with your chocolate milk.
Gosh, I love Bugs Bunny.
Give me some cereal.
That's all, folks.
I know. That's all, folks. Gosh, that was terrible.
Oh, man. We got to go to a break.
Why?
Brody had chapel this morning.
Oh, what happened?
I
Did he
don't
get in trouble?
No, it looks like he was reading scripture this morning.
Aw, little
Can I just
Brody.
say, like, man, enjoy your kids while they last. Next thing you know, they're 9 years old and they've got brain things.
What?
The Tasmanian devil.
Oh, gosh. I was like, what?
Yeah, he was playing a baseball game last night and I didn't even recognize my own kid. He was focused. Baseball ready.
Baseball ready.
2 outs. 2 outs.
Is that what he was yelling?
Dude, yeah. Like he was in the game.
Wow.
He'd wave randomly, but then he's like locked in. I've never seen him so focused in my life. And I'm going, oh no, it's happening.
Well, he's been watching his bros, you know?
He was locked in and dedicated.
That's awesome.
To the cause. of winning the game.
All right. We'll take a break. Some more local stories coming up. Some good news actually coming out of Albuquerque.
Okay.
You know, we are usually on the list of, bad things here, but we made the list of good things.
Gosh, we need one of those wins. Hard.
Right. That's
like
right.
best radio station. Hey, look at that Star 88. Look at all those
look
reviews.
at all the reviews, man.
Look at all the reviews that they totally dropped. It's like, here's some good reviews. Here's a lot of reviews that we don't consider recommended reviews.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry if you're a non-recommended reviewer. That means you got to go review some other things. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Wow, look at that.
I know.
Thanks, guys.
I mean, just
All right.
yeah.
Let's take a break. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Judah Smith seeks to define the purpose and meaning in life. He says life is to trust God in every moment.
Go ahead and do a little jet ski on the lakes. Get up there and do some snow skiing. Enjoy yourself on the boat. Enjoy yourself with art. Enjoy yourself in culture. But just for a moment, remember who made it all in the first place. Who is the original artist? Who is the original comedian? Who is the original? Right? It's him. It's him. It's him. It's him. It all culminates back to him. I'm just one of those crazy guys that believes that we could be part of the 10%. We could be a part of the difference. We could be a part of the solution. We could be the kind of church that sides with the 10%, that though God has blessed us and we are in fact one of, if not the wealthiest nation in the world, and we are blessed, and we ought not to feel guilty about that, but it only points us further to the provider, protector, and deliverer, and his name is Jesus.
Trust God in every moment. That's Judah Smith with a Star 88 PowerPoint.
That's Floor and Guarded.
Hi, guys.
It's on Star 88.
Yeah,
Yes,
sorry.
that's
We're
right.
just trying to recover last year's tax returns. So if you're an IRS
Don't say
guy
that.
and you... Oh, got it.
9:36.
Well, I just had an issue I needed on.
Well, I know.
You know.
I'm just don't want you to put that personal stuff out on the
My
air.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just protecting.
I know, that's true. Sorry.
9:37.
I had a day.
What's going on?
Jussie Smollett had been indicted on 16 felony charges that he faked a hate crime attack on himself. All charges were dropped.
It's Mr. Smollett who committed this hoax. I'd like nothing more than to just move on with my life.
A Boeing 737 MAX 8 plane had to make an emergency landing.
Reported engine problem.
The president's Justice Department wrote the entire Affordable Health Care Act should be struck down.
Lawyer Michael Avenatti speaks to the charges against him.
Did you try to extort Nike for millions of dollars?
No, and any suggestion is absolutely absurd.
A county in New York declares a state of emergency.
People under the age of 18 who are not vaccinated for measles will not be allowed in public.
The company that makes OxyContin and the family that owns it have now agreed to pay $270 million to Oklahoma.
Mysterious escape at the airport. A prize show dog missing for days. Authorities found Gail.
Now it's only a matter of time before the pooch finally makes her connection.
Welcome to the program.
Yes.
Dex, Steve-O.
What's up, dog?
We've been reviewing churches this morning.
Mm-hmm.
We've been reviewing ourselves.
Yeah.
Radio stations. That's right. Gosh. I was just reading KUNM.
Oh,
you know, the college
I used
station.
to work with them.
Did you?
Yeah, when I did back in the day, Native America Calling. We were on KUNM. So most people listen to us locally.
Somebody gave a 3-star to the college radio station. They said, "Get with the program."
Get it?
I flipped the dial and I'm immediately asleep.
Wow, that's really what they said.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. But thank you, Starmy, for going to Yelp and writing a review. Lots and lots of positive
and encouraging. Wait.
That's right. That's right. Thank you. All right. I'm trying to think. We should do this like a weekly feature, like review. There's not a day that really goes with review. Okay.
Let's review this New York County that people are like freaking out on. I've heard the news 4 times this morning, and I did not catch what they just played in the news.
I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either.
What happened?
Children not vaccinated will not be allowed in public? What?
Uh-oh.
Guys, this is real.
Make face.
A county in New York, an entire county in New York, banned unvaccinated children from all public spaces. So here's the reason why. They're battling the largest measles outbreak in decades. So officials in Rockland County declared a state of emergency, announcing that a ban would begin at midnight and remain in place for 30 days or until unvaccinated minors receive a measles, mumps, and rubella vaccine. Unvaccinated minors will not be permitted in public spaces such as church, school, shopping.
Well, you know, it kind of makes sense. Do you want your kids around non-vaccinated kids?
Oh, man.
I don't think so.
Oh, man, the phone number is 505-5. Nope, that's not the right one. 338-30. I never say the phone number. What's our phone number?
What number were you going to give?
The studio phone number.
No, before you were like
585 live.
Oh, you were just
the
kidding.
live line.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say the phone number. So technically, you shouldn't know what it is.
That's true. That's studio at star88.fm.
Or go to Yelp.
Yeah.
Go to Yelp and leave a review.
Yeah.
If you'd like to, come at me, brah.
I mean.
But, nah, this isn't a discussion I want to get into. And,
no, but that's real, guys. So just so you know, it's begun. Well, church. You banned from church, from school, from shopping centers. It's about 40 miles from Manhattan, by the way. There have been more than 150 confirmed cases of the measles, more than 180 in New York City in total. And so, and because of that, 82% of the measles patients had never received a single dose of the vaccine. So they're saying, whew.
Yeah. Yep. That, that's going to happen. You watch.
Yeah, well, somebody says, I call discrimination. This is what happens when you reject the value of vaccines. Here we go.
Here we go. You know what? You opened up Pandora's box.
You did.
Okay?
My bad.
Pandora.
My bad. Thanks, news. In Roswell, you're not allowed in public school without being vaccinated, by the way. Somebody chimed in from Roswell.
I thought, though, here even locally.
Yeah.
You have to go and you have to get shot records.
Yeah.
You have to get your kids
absolutely.
vaccinated.
Dude, I can't even get my pet groomed without having shot
Right.
records. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not. Because you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna say a sentence, and then the phone's gonna light up, and it's gonna be Seth or Britt, and they're gonna talk about how we shouldn't vaccinate our kids, and I'm gonna say,
listen here. Do you want your child to go to public school? And they're going to say, no.
No, we don't.
We're going to homeschool our kids.
Yes. And we're going to say, cool.
And we're going to be like, do you really want your kid to be homeschooled?
I'll still love them, no matter how awkward they
Yeah,
are.
but they're going to be awkward because I was homeschooled. Look at me. I did not turn out okay. I'm a
Austin
mess.
said this is how we get zombies. Rosalind, same thing. Zombie outbreak. It's on the way, bro.
Yeah. See, I have so many questions, but I don't want to get into it.
Just opening of Panera's box.
Panera's box. Does Panera Bread have a Panera's box? Because I feel like they
is it a suggestion box or is it
either that or it's like a mystery sandwich? You don't know what's in it. Could be, I don't know, whatever. Panera's box.
That makes me want. I just want a Cobb salad now. Gosh, I love Cobb salad. I really do. You like Cobb salad?
Are you endorsed by Cobb?
Ty Cobb, yes. He passed away. No longer with us. But the Cobb salad, I'll take it.
You endorsed by that?
Blue cheese all day, homie.
Yeah?
Blue cheese.
Ugh.
I know.
I mean, it's all right.
Trish says that her kids are homeschooled and vaccinated.
Oh, look at you, Trish. Good for you.
Kim wants to know how they're going to tell who's vaccinated. Well, duh.
Records.
Yeah.
They're called records.
Yeah. And the ones that don't have red marks all over their bodies.
And you can tell the difference between vaccinated kids and non-vaccinated.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it. Oh, I'll tell you how you can tell a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, shot records are the actual logical answer.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Man, I don't remember this being a thing when I was a kid. Was this a thing when you were a kid? Like the whole vaccinated or not vaccinated thing?
Yeah, see,
everybody just got shots. It's what you did. It's part of life.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Well, I don't know. See, I'm in a different position. I was in a different position than most people that lived in big cities. I grew up in a town with 500 people.
Yeah.
So I didn't really experience a whole lot. People are definitely weird in a small town. They still are weird. But I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember people freaking out over that.
Yeah.
I bet it was a thing, though.
Yeah. By the way, I remember the Starmie texted in and said that we're saying it wrong. Did you know that it's actually called Pandora's Box? Well, why does the music streaming service have anything to do with a box?
It's Pandora's box, okay?
Oh, it's Pantera's box.
That's right.
Vulgar
Pantera's
display
box.
of power. Best record.
Pantera's box.
Pantera's box. We're so close.
You open it up and you don't know what you're gonna get. Could be good. Could be bad. Could be both.
I'm still shocked that you take seriously a person who texted that. Like, guys, Panera's box, really? I mean, come on.
My favorite part about the fact police is
that they think we're serious.
Is that they think we're serious?
Yeah.
I almost said serious. They think we're serious.
Yeah.
Gosh. We do another YouTube show called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And there is a subscriber, okay, that
yes.
doesn't get our theme song. Just doesn't get it at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fact that we don't have a theme song, but we do.
But we do. That's our theme song.
But they don't get it.
But that is our theme song.
They don't understand it.
Like, but I've never heard you guys sing your theme song in the beginning.
Yeah.
How do they know the theme song?
Yeah. Exactly.
And I just want to like type back, duh.
Right? Duh. Abadida.
Are we in fact the worst? I mean, on a scale of 1 to worst.
I don't know.
Worst being, the worst.
Pantera's Box being brought to you by...
Tired of those overpriced, overhyped fitness gyms? Then come to America's cheapest and easiest fitness gym, Hillbilly Fitness.
Lift, hold it. Oh, hold on a second.
Okay. All right. Monica, you need...
We need better sponsors.
You need to talk to us first before you just decide to put something on the air. Hillbilly Fitness? Really? That is not chip approved. Hillbilly Fitness?
Dude, it is
on San Mateo?
Oh,
no way.
Yeah.
Gosh, I want a sandwich so bad right now.
Did you know Dento said that I shouldn't even read it. Oh, God.
You know what? You're banned from reading Dento.
I am.
You are. Dento, you're about ready to get banned. Dento, you're going to get banned.
Yeah. With comments like that. Oh, gosh.
Yep.
We're living in Gattaca.
All right. There was I wanted to do some good news. Good news coming out of beautiful Albuquerque. That's right.
Yes, let's do the positive.
That's right, everybody. Albuquerque named a top city for creative people to live. That's right.
Love it.
Okay, hold on a second here.
Yeah.
All right. Now, I just read you the headline. Now, let me jump into the meat and potatoes here.
Oh, please do. I'm so hungry.
This is what the article says, according to KRQE. One website is calling Albuquerque a place starving artists can get their fill.
Nice.
One website? What website are you talking about? Liberal?
They don't cite the source.
I know. That's why I'm freaking out here.
Why are you even at KRQE? Why are you even on their site?
I don't know.
They don't even cite the source.
Maybe click the link. Let's click the link. Oh, Thrillist. Okay, Thrillist.
Okay.
Are you right or left? Just from the name, I'm going to say left. Okay?
Because there's enjoyment in
it.
Mm-hmm.
Thrillist? Get out of here with that.
The thrill is gone with the red.
Get out of here. It does. Okay, here's the deal, though. Yeah, of course it is. Netflix just moved into town. Of course it's the most creative city in the country. You kidding me? Don't Sweat the Small Stuff was built in Albuquerque. Master Ken Enter the Dojo was built in this city. Breaking Bad. Give me some more. Calvary of Albuquerque, one of the greatest churches in the nation, right here.
Okay.
Creative. So many creative people here.
Actually, we really do. Our boy Aaron Campbell, who we interviewed in the sauna.
Yep.
He just announced this week he signed an exclusive deal with DC Comics.
Oh, that's Marvel. Darn it. I don't have it.
How dope is that?
That's awesome. Good job.
Going big time on us.
If you missed us interviewing Aaron Campbell, he freaked out in the sauna. About 2 minutes in, he was freaking out over the heat. But it honestly was one of the best interviews that we had. Me, not even being a nerd, into comic books, it was one of my favorite conversations we had in the infrared sauna.
Yeah, and he just signed an exclusive deal with DC Vertigo. So
it's going to happen, man.
Stoked on that man.
Yeah, right? Good for him. He's just making moves, those money moves.
He inspired me. I actually really did buy a book over the weekend. I'm not even joking. How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way by Stan Lee.
Ooh.
It's a book that released like in the 60s, I want to say. And it was like his method for drawing comic books.
Yeah.
And I really picked it up because I'm like, you know what? I haven't done it in a while. Drawn comics. Let's get creative, Dexter.
Nice. That's cool.
I really did that. So I'm planning on writing like a Brody comic.
Oh, that's cool.
I know.
What's Brody's powers?
I can't spoil it, bro. It's for my son. It's not for you.
Well.
Okay.
All right.
It was first published in 1978. Isn't that crazy? How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
really bought it. It's by our boy Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that'd be fun. Let's make a comic book for my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's pretty clever and deserves a book.
Brody.
Oh, dude, Meow Wolf in Santa Fe. Dento just said.
Yep.
Yep.
See,
Nailed it.
right there.
Yeah.
I would see Brody lives in the desert. Okay, so he has to have some sort of desert power. Maybe he is
dessert power.
Well, like he channels scorpions.
Will you stop? Why does it have to be a power like that? What if it's just in fact that he's a child and he's so magically creative, but what he doesn't recognize is that as he's creating these worlds in his brain, they're actually coming to fruition in other places, but he's starting to create some things that maybe we need to take care of in society.
Well,
what?
Jeez.
What if he's accidentally creating these beasts that we don't know of that he's fighting and we don't know how to stop them?
Brody, are you down with this?
Nah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Didn't
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. It's gonna go right over his
About
head.
as far as I can go with
Yeah.
what I'm writing.
All right. But think Stan Lee, dude. Think about all of the superheroes he made, created.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, really? If Stan Lee, if I was buddies with Stan Lee and he came to me and said, "Yeah, I'm like drawing this new superhero." I'm like, "Well, what's the superhero?" Ant-Man. What? Ant-Man? Spider-Man?
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny because it's so basic, but that's all right. Furniture Man. It sounds dumb,
Furniture
Yeah,
Man?
sounds dumb. That's what they said. That's what they said to Ant-Man and Spider-Man.
I think you're
and
going to be the
Batman.
villain. I'm writing these down.
Furniture Man.
Yeah, because he'll have that creative imagination and he'll start creating all these incredible things, and then you're like over here creating Furniture Man.
No, he
and
turns
it's like
into
the
furniture.
mundane, and it's like throttling his ability to craft and create these brilliant worlds.
Mm-hmm.
You're the enemy.
Remember Blend In Man?
Yeah.
He blends in everywhere.
Yeah.
Nobody notices him because he blends in everywhere.
Yeah.
All right.
We got to be careful, man. We're opening up Angora's box, said Mark. Yeah.
Flengora is not the right way to say that, okay?
Duh. It's Agamora's. Gosh.
Agamora's box?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Trish says it's Senora's box.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Yep.
Let's see. Anything else going on? We got a lot, but we didn't get to it, and we're almost out of time.
We really are. So let's move away from Aurora's box.
Oh, man, we have been saying it wrong. Definitely tomorrow. Want to get to some Major League Baseball, true or false, because tomorrow is the opening day.
Tomorrow. Oh, my gosh.
That's right.
I'm so excited.
I got some stuff on that guy with the perfect bracket, March Madness bracket. And what else we got going on? We got Brian Nixon tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Tomorrow's going to be so good.
What
You don't even understand.
Yes.
Last Thursday's B-Nix was unlike anything we've ever experienced. I want that B-Nix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get that B-Nix?
I don't know.
How do we convince him? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'll take tomorrow off.
Okay.
I'll blend in. That's what I'll do.
Okay.
All right. If you missed any of the program this morning, go back on YouTube. I don't know if the YouTube link will actually work. Because
Dude, we've been
the
battling
music
YouTube
thing, but-
lately, guys, so we apologize if it's taken a couple days for the show to get up because,
Right.
unfortunately, when we end it, all of a sudden there's all these copyright issues that I have to go back and dispute with YouTube. So,
Yeah, so
Good times.
Just go subscribe on iTunes.
it's worth it, though. It's worth it.
And we download the show on SoundCloud. And where else? Anywhere else? Is that about it? The app. Download the Star 88 app. Which Star88.fm is down. You notice that?
Yes, it is.
So sorry about
Completely down.
that. So go download the app. Guys, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Stardy 8 wants to thank Village Pizza Restaurants for becoming our power partner. Village Pizza is a locally owned restaurant